It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, I'm Josh Arnold. You know, when the holidays roll around, I tend to snack more. And well, I'm beginning to look a lot like Santa. Every time I eat, my beard is growing long and white. These red pants are getting tight. Pass me the butter, the gravy, and the meat.
He's beginning to look a lot like Santa.
You think so?
Watch his belly grow.
Leave me some milk and cookies, please.
He's splitting his DVDs and shouting, ho, ho, ho.
I ate a pizza or two and a bucket of stew and a stack of gingerbread pies. An eggnog shake and a juicy steak and a basket of greasy fries. And now it seems I'm blubbery in my buttocks and my thighs. I'm beginning to look a lot like Santa.
That's what the kids all say.
And they all want to be
Sitting on his knee.
and riding in my sleigh.
He's beginning to look a lot like Santa.
And that's okay with me.
He has no self-control.
I'm moving to the North Pole.
'Cause that's where Santa should be.
All jolly and plump and Christmassy.
Is that Santa Claus? No, that's Josh Arnold.
Oh, my gosh. Hello. I'm sitting here waiting for, well, me. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
I love that book.
Holiday.
Waiting for me.
It wasn't that good.
Just one guy.
Yes.
So it's a great stage play. Just a little fun guy. It's very existential. They had to watch that in 8th grade.
Oh, yeah. It's required. Christy Lee.
Hello,
How are
Josh.
you? There's Pat Godwin. Hey, Josh. Jeff Hoskey sitting in for Chick McGee.
That's right.
Ace Cosby over there at the board. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Josh Arnold. There's Tom. I did it before the song ran out.
Thank you very much. That's good to see everybody. And we opened up with a little song from Joshy. I like that one. Beginning to look a lot like Santa. Very happy ending. Two sweet little girls at the end. We've got a lot going on today. But for news that can probably wait, we have two pretty cool dinosaur stories.
Yeah.
It's not like breaking. You ever
No, they're
notice
not
now?
going anywhere.
Every night in the evening news, no matter what's happening, we have breaking news. Jimmy Carter won the presidency in 1970. No, but we have dinosaur news coming up. We've got doggy stuff, horses, a unicorn in the news, a stellar sporting event
Oh, yeah?
last evening.
Yeah?
Who knew? Baker Mayfield.
What happened?
Well, he got on a bus, went to L.A. earlier this week, and managed to lead the Rams to beat Ace Cosby's.
Hey, everyone wants to get.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, Ace, it's the biggest story in sports today.
Young Baker. I was going to wait to watch the DVR there, Ace.
so what was the score?
I think, was it 17-16? I think. It
Yeah,
was.
let's do
wow.
this. Thursday night, 17-16 loss to the Los Angeles Rams makes the Las Vegas Raiders the first team to blow 4 double-digit halftime leads in a season. According to Star Raider, whose records go back to 1930, 7 teams had squandered 3 halftime leads of 10 points or more. Most recently, the 2020 LA Chargers, while Indy's 25-20 victory on November 13th and Jeff Saturday's coaching debut was shocking. Baker Mayfield directing an 8-play, 98-yard drive, including a 23-yard touchdown pass to Van Jefferson with 10 seconds remaining, was just stupefying.
Yes, Van Jefferson here. Certainly.
Yes, of the
Pigskin this afternoon.
But what a great story. I mean, the guy, I heard somewhere they emailed him the playbook or something, and he was looking at it on the plane, or did he take a bus? I don't know, but fascinating stuff in the NFL. By the way, real quick, speaking of the NFL, we have our pigskin pick'em competition going on. We are now in with day 1 of week 14, but our winner in week 13 from Mountain Home, Idaho, we talked to him yesterday. What a nice guy. Gerald Rao And Gerald, his family's been listening to this show forever. But it was nice to talk to Gerald, and he was our winner. Won himself the beautiful Big Green Egg Mini Max, and you can get involved too if you go to bobandtom.com/contest. We give away one of these every week. As the season winds down, it's going to get more and more exciting, and you can make your picks. By the way, Gerald was one of 28 people that got all of the games right, so it came down to the tiebreaker. Wow. We'll get some more sports out of Willie. Coming up, we have a couple of other interesting things. Christy, do you want to give me a couple teasers?
Well, we have the words, movies, and people that Americans searched the most for on Google.
Oh, yeah?
In 2022.
Oh, wait a second. I got to interrupt. I'm sorry. Willie, have you seen this?
I have not.
Have you seen it, Jeff?
Yeah.
Did you get a little bit of a stiffy?
Oh, my God, you guys.
Over what?
Guess.
One of the most Googled terms.
What do these guys talk about every effing day?
Heavy naturals?
I mean, you would think that'd be one of the top Googled.
No, that's not one.
It was our friends at Wordle.
Wordle.
Oh, yeah.
The number one most popular
all I
search.
get from you is an
Wordle.
O.
Sure, yeah, it makes sense. Didn't that game start at the beginning of last year? And so people would Google, what is it?
Like all total non-enthusiasm. What's this?
Well, that's because we don't play Wordle. You guys are all geeked out about it.
I got 4 today. I know you. I know the people playing at home were
haven't done
keeping
it
score.
Oh, 4 for Dean, too.
I haven't done it yet. Calm down, okay? A couple of the other
Wasn't a spoiler.
You're also the only person.
You play against yourself, right?
You're the only person that's yelling as you say, calm down.
He brought it up.
I know, right?
The other widely searched terms, really interesting. And this is just the American version. There's also the international version. What is Googled is also fascinating, but we'll get to some of those. I think you'll be quite surprised. And a couple of them you're going to go, yep, I Googled that one.
Oh.
A lot of them involve how to pronounce certain words. There's a whole special stack of those coming up. Now, Christy, what else have you got over there?
Oh, do you want teasing or do you
just
want?
give me the tease.
Don't stick herbs up your vagina, ladies. That's a big one. And does eating cheese give you a nightmare? We'll talk about that.
And how does Herb feel about this? Is he upset?
Exactly.
Well, I don't know.
You gotta let
Ask
me in
Herb.
then.
Don't stick herbs what up your vagina?
I love being there.
You go, you're shutting me out?
Sophie, that's ridiculous.
Now, are you a herb or an herb when it
I
comes
say
to
herb.
Okay.
It's herb.
I think they're both considered to be correct.
Do British people say herbs? Is that their thing?
They'll even say Herbert when they're saying Herbert. So
Do
Really?
you say herbs or herbs?
when it comes to the for spices or whatever, herbs. No, herbs.
Herbs. Right.
But when it comes to the name Herb,
Yeah, I would say herb.
yeah.
Give it a hard H.
On the old KFC commercials, didn't they say 7 herbs and spices?
I think that's probably why,
right.
yeah.
I see. But according to, it's, of course, this article is from Dr. Jen Gunter.
Oh, she's
We love her.
Yeah.
The famous gynecologist. She says, ladies, in spite of what you read in the internet, and here's a stunner, they're saying there's bad medical advice in the internet. No. Apparently this is a new fad, and it's, I guess, a very bad idea. So we'll warn you, ladies, right now, please don't put... I didn't realize if you read the article that they buy these herbal pouches. They call them herbal tampons designed specifically for this purpose.
No kidding.
Now,
Oh,
when
yeah.
I say designed by quacks out there that do this sort of thing, apparently.
Don't buy your feminine products off of Etsy. Like, if you're buying it, it shouldn't go inside it.
Yeah, there's another website that's about Itchy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Website.
Boy, this dry rub sure is abrasive. What is this, a bay leaf?
That's coming. We do have a really happy dog story. I mentioned 2 dinosaur stories I'm pretty excited about coming up. And also, we need to discuss the Falcons in the world of the NFL. They've got a big switcheroo going on. Kostaki's probably beside himself regarding that. We have a number of world records, including a world record for Christmas lights.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm not sure if the record is for having the most annoyed neighbors or the most lights. Yeah, the problem with these people that do this to their home where they get 10,000 Christmas lights or whatever is then everyone in the surrounding area comes by to look at them.
Oh. So if you're neighbors with that person, you're being annoyed.
Yeah.
In many ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't get anywhere. It's like living where I live. You can't get anywhere. Oh, that's because of the road construction.
Oh, wait. It's going to get better next year. Did you read that story yesterday?
I can't stand it. This is why
Oh, my
I would like to put some of these people on trial. Can we close every
I'm all
entrance
set.
to the freeway?
I'm good. Bought a helicopter.
Okay.
Did you really?
I won't have any traffic issues anymore.
If Josh landing a helicopter in the field at Check Local Listings, 5:58 to come into work.
That's right.
And then as soon as the show's over, he starts his helicopter remotely with a little key.
I got it all. I'm all set,
He
baby.
gets in his helicopter. Man, I would love that.
I got a pretty good helicopter story.
Oh, okay.
When we were, Bob and I were up in Michigan,
Oh, he's going to tell it to us right now.
there was, we had right on the site of the radio station, which is fairly common, there was a gigantic radio tower. Right at the top, and we were kind of on top of a hill. There was a huge radio tower, and it was one of the ones that had the, I don't know what you call it, the guy wires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't a freestanding one, so it had these wires. And it was a really foggy morning one morning, and I remember walking outside, and I heard the sound of a helicopter really close. And I'm thinking, this could be a disaster. And the guy ended up putting the helicopter down a couple hundreds yards away from the radio station. And he said, I talked to him. I went over there to talk to him.
Went over and bothered him.
Well, no, I said, hey, look, you realize? He goes, yeah. Because we were flying, and I saw one of the tower lights just at the last second and realized we got to get down.
Wow.
And they put it down on a parking lot. And,
Whoa.
so it's real tricky. This is why I'm opposed to flying cars. We had this discussion earlier this week.
We're not ready for it, that's
No,
for sure.
it's for pilots. Flying is for pilots. I don't want a guy who's going to be flying and texting, and then he's, well, I'm at 4,000 feet. My engine light came on. I'll be able to get home. It's not going to happen. We also have a story coming up about sleeping, and I had never heard this before. Apparently, 40% of people feel that cheese causes severe nightmares.
What?
Yeah, have you ever heard this?
No.
That's
I was not aware of that. In any event,
I know it can cause crippling diarrhea at 2 a.m. for me.
yes, and the sleep number people can't do anything about that. But
No.
I will go. I'll vote for Chick McGee. His sleep number setting is a crisp 100. Christy Lee,
mine is 40. Much different.
Then that means you have a softer mattress.
Because I'm a softer person.
Well, that could be. The beauty of the sleep number bed is you get to determine what the firmness of your mattress. It's that simple. And either side of the bed has its own setting. The Sleep Number idea is so simple and it's so well executed, and Sleep Number has expanded on it with a variety of other things, including special pillows, special temperature controls. Find out about the variety of things that Sleep Number has invented and that they provide to give you what we call proven quality sleep. Lots of sleeping tips from Sleep Number as well about what you should eat, when you should eat, et cetera, but sleeping a big part of your emotional well-being. I know I love my Sleep Number bed. Josh, what's your Sleep Number setting?
65, my friend.
Right there in the middle, kind of. And if there was someone sleeping over there, they could have whatever setting they want and changed at the touch of a button. It's like buying 40 mattresses at the same time, except you keep them all in one little spot. Discover special offers right now for a limited time at your local Sleep Number store. You'll find them at sleepnumber.com/BT show. We're coming right back. We got Willie at the sports desk this morning, and I believe we're going to have a special guest, Mr. Jeff Oskey. Will be arriving with news we failed to mention at some point this morning. I haven't seen him yet. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
So much for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7 this morning on a Friday. It's December 9th on the way. Jess Hooker will be back in with some couple surprises at the kitchen, if you will. Our green room's going to become eggnog and baked bean pizza, apparently. Comedian staff member Jeff Oskey with the news we failed to mention. Chick McGee on assignment this morning, but we're going to get by just fine. You just wait and see. Hey, how'd you do in the first game of Week 14 in the Pigskin Pick'em? Did you have the Los Angeles Rams defeating the Las Vegas Raiders? Really? Well, maybe that's a loss. But some of you may have hit it, and that's the fun in playing our Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em contest. You could win a Big Green Egg Mini Max and pick against Chick McGee in the Shoe-In of the Week. bobandtom.com/contest for more information. Of course, we're in the middle of Week 14. Week 15, our picks will begin next Tuesday. So keep that in mind over the weekend as you mull your picks for this week and what you could have done differently, including last night's game. Again, a Thursday night special. It was the Los Angeles Rams coming back from double digits, a final last-second drive and touchdown. Baker Mayfield at quarterback, and the Las Vegas Raiders take it on the chin. Sorry about that, Ace Cosby. You were listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. K-pop star T.O.P. is among the 8 people that Japanese billionaire Yusaku Maezawa says will join him on a flyby around the moon aboard a SpaceX spaceship next year. Maezawa made the announcement on Twitter and the Dear Moon Project website Friday after he tweeted last week he had met online with Elon Musk and planned a major announcement about space. The Japanese tycoon launched plans for the lunar voyage in 2018, buying all the seats on the spaceship. He began taking applications from around the world in March of 2021, what would be his second space journey after his 12-day trip to the International Space Station on the Soyuz Russian spaceship last year. Half a century after U.S. astronauts brought it back from the moon's surface, a tiny piece of extraterrestrial rock has finally reached its intended destination, the East Mediterranean island nation of Cyprus. The 1.1-gram piece of moon rock was on display Thursday at an exhibition commemorating the 50th anniversary of the last of the U.S. manned lunar missions and the Artemis spacecraft that's now orbiting the moon. The lunar sample is encased in a plastic globe with an attached plaque underneath a small flag of Cyprus. It was one of 270 such lunar samples brought back from the moon missions in 1969 and 1972 that the Nixon administration gave as gifts to foreign countries. But the item vanished as Cyprus reeled amid war and internal strife in 1974, wound up back in the U.S. and locked up in a vault at NASA, and now has been sent to Cyprus. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Now, this is exciting. Thank you very much for being here. You're on the Albert Brooks Show. And what is it you do for a living?
I do radio, actually.
Really?
Yes.
You do radio?
Yes.
That's incredible. So that's exciting. All right, we'll be right back. Come on! You do radio. This was a television show. Nobody cares. Help me out. You go back to your table. You have a life. My career's in the toilet. And then big smiles. Welcome back. We were kidding off the air. She's a killer, this one. So you were telling me before that you do radio.
Yes.
That's exciting. What do you do actually in radio?
I do news.
You do news?
Yes.
Really?
I'm a news reader.
You are a news
Yes.
reader. I didn't know. That's
Yes.
great. We'll be right back. Come on! You read the news.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em with the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
They both make a living in their bare feet. Catching one is like a treat, and they both hang out right there by the shell. They both walk slow at a simple pace, both afraid to show their face, but only one has a built-in place to hide. Turtles and whores, turtles and whores. I love them turtles and whores. They both advertise a little tail, move so much and never get mail. They both go by the same nickname, Snapper. Daddy never told about the birds and bees, but always talked about both these and made it clear only one was fit to eat. Turtles and whores.
Yeah.
Turtles and whores. I love them turtles and hoes.
Turtles and hoes.
Now, if you catch one, here's some advice. One is dirty and the other ain't nice. So be polite and always walk up from behind. Make small talk, never let them see fear. Don't work alone, just bait or a beer. And when you're done, just drop them by the river. Turtles and whores.
Everybody.
Turtles and whores.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
It wasn't.
What?
I was following the rules.
You were?
Yeah,
you
he
sound like the wrong clock. Well, these are kind of in sync over here. No wonder I had it wrong. So sorry.
Hey, I know we're a little off kilter today. This chick isn't here, but you need to take a deep breath.
Thus far, I'm caffeine free.
I can't believe that because you're running on high octane.
This is a delightful decaf tea.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I want to test it.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
It's got everything in it but taste.
Joy.
Joy. Yeah. How can we take it's like what's left, okay? you quit drinking, you quit smoking, and then you can't have caffeine. For God's sake, Doc, just give me something.
What are we going to do, Chris Dealey, at the news desk?
What are we going to do?
You have the answers, Pat Godwin, in the music room?
I do have some of
Well,
the
you share them with Jeff Oskey, who's in today with Chick McGee.
That's right.
Ace Cosby, good to see you, my friend. We'll have that joke of the day coming up, brought to you by Omaha Steaks. Willie Griswold.
That was a nice intro, Josh. Good stuff, man.
Thank you kindly.
See, I didn't even know he was doing the intro.
Me either. I was about ready to do a news story.
Seemed like
You were
conversation to
throwing
me.
I like to fool people
like it.
into
I love it when
I am doing the intro, Tom Griswold.
I see, that's what I was just going to say. I love it when they call people by their full name, the sports guys.
Mm-hmm.
That was quite a touchdown, Bill Simmons.
Yes.
Watch some of those. I'm sure many of you are watching those holiday Hallmark Lifetime movies. I know I am. I love them. But the it's like one of the first rules of sort of screenwriting and stuff is when we first see the characters, the introductions are always, oh, Mom, when was the last time somebody actually called you Sally Smith, owner of the bakery down this? Like, they have to get,
get it all out of the way.
And the so-called meet cute.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Meet cute.
It's called the meet cute. In other words, they always meet. It'll be there's an immediate sort of dislike.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
You and I reach for the last rotisserie chicken at the grocery store and that kind of thing.
Well, the one I watched the other day.
And then you look at him and say something like, "You don't need this."
Hey, I write what I know. All right.
Tom Hanks eats the garnish.
Right. That kind of
I
thing.
saw a cute little movie your girls would like, Christmas Mystery with Drew Powell. It was really sweet.
Cool.
I watched it yesterday. It was a really cute little movie.
I'll write it down.
Yeah, it's on HBO Max. It was very nice. And our buddy Drew did a great job.
He always does.
Yeah, he does.
Now, this news story we got coming up sounds like the beginning of one of those Hallmark movies. Headline: Woman finds message in a bottle during Fort Myers beach cleanup.
Yeah.
I hate this stuff.
I do too.
20-year-old
guys.
message, and it turns out that there's a connection.
No,
there is.
empty Mountain Dew bottle on the beach, trash. Put a letter in it, and now it's treasure. No, I'm out. I hate messages in a bottle.
I hate messages in a bottle. Well, I'm guessing in the movie it won't be a Mountain Dew bottle. I didn't know. Does Mountain Dew come in bottles?
Yes.
At one time.
I thought it ate through the glass.
And you know what? If they
Well, they emptied it out, Tom.
It would be very funny to do a movie where it's like a really cute message in a bottle thing, but it's really just a big commercial for Mountain Dew. They just keep, baby, when I found that letter in that beautiful bottle of Mountain Dew, 20 ounces, code red flavor. It just gets it's a big ad.
I love it.
Yeah, that'd be. I wonder what movie has had the most blatant, constant product placement.
Oh,
I mean, there's the most famous.
E.T., I think,
that's
was
the most
one.
famous story
Yeah.
because E.T. was. I guess Eminem said no, thank you.
Right.
And then they of course.
I think that changed all product placement for a lot of
I'm
people.
wondering
There was an article about this recently.
What movie has the most blatant, constant?
Right.
Just sucking up to
Man,
some
there was a
product.
comedy years ago. Isn't there an
Wayne's
Austin
World.
Powers?
It
Or is
may have been
Austin
Wayne's World where they did it on
yeah,
purpose.
they said it.
Yeah,
They said
that's
it
you're
right.
right. It was Wayne's World.
Yeah, I like it when they hold everything just right. Like, I guess I'll put some sweetener in this," said Tom, holding it up. "Oh, look, They spell equal with a big E. And there's apparently a shortage of this stuff. I'm just telling you. I don't know why.
There's only a shortage because of you. You
Yeah, because
caused
you-
the shortage.
I mean, you may not be the cause, but you're part of the problem.
Like I said
You need to
earlier.
read it. I'm surprised you. Never mind. I'm
You
not
should
gonna say
move to the
anything.
stevia, I think.
Yeah.
You like the stevia there, Pat?
I do, yeah.
It's a lot better for you.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Have you gotten equal from like multiple places? Like, are you getting it from different sellers online and going to different stores?
I don't consider it stealing, Willie.
He's old. He's allowed to
everywhere
do
I
it.
go, if they have it, any of the, I'll take 3 or 4 with me just in case.
I'm honestly just surprised you use a product called Equal. Given how against equality you actually are.
I'd like one called separate, but equal.
I would like to see. I bet you don't have equal in your home.
Thanks, Josh.
I actually, as you know, we're moving.
Yes.
To a temporary house, which is a effing nightmare. Yesterday, we were cleaning out some parts of the kitchen, and I found my secret stash of Equal.
I was going to say, there's no way Kelly allows you to have that.
As I watched it arcing and sailing into a garbage.
I know.
You're the only person that hides white powder in your house, and it's not cocaine.
Right?
It's like, would you just grow up and get a drug problem already? Jeez.
Ah, yes. Oh, boy.
That's funny.
And when you pack up a house or an apartment, whatever, anytime you move, the stuff that you find,
Yeah.
especially in the kitchen, there's always those cupboards that are kind of up high and the stuff in the back, and you never, ever, ever use it.
Yep.
When is your move day for the temporary place? We all should know.
I'm probably going to be living in a hotel the first week of this year.
You should just move into my place, please. It's close to work. There's bedrooms for the girls. You complicate everything.
Okay, well.
Now, Willie, there's a red roof in right up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm easy. If I could live in a hotel very easily. You have children.
And dogs.
It's impossible.
We'll see. In any event, we need to revisit the sports desk. Again, there was that big story about the L.A. Man, that's just amazing. The L.A. Rams, after having, how many have they lost in a row? They were doing very poorly.
Yeah, the Rams had a great comeback last night, led by Baker Mayfield. Only knew the playbook for about 5 days. Big victory after he was, outed from the Browns for Deshaun Watson, and Deshaun got the L, and Baker got the W for a new team. So it's pretty fun.
Out of curiosity, do you suppose that when you're a brand new quarterback on a team, even though you're obviously been schooled in the NFL for years, do you think that in the huddle they do stuff like, I'll tell you what, go out there, turn left, head for the post, I'll hit you? I mean, I remember talking to Peyton Manning one time, and he said, every once in a while, and he was the king of preparation, but every once in a while there would be something that he said resembled playground football.
I guess because you'd want to go with the feel of the field, too. That's got to be a thing.
Right.
I'd be it would be interesting to see what Mr. Baker Mayfield has to say.
And I did misspeak earlier. The Browns will get the W this week as well. But yeah, there's a great Travis Kelce interview where he talks about Pat Mahomes just going, Travis, just run. I'm giving it to you. Because he's just so big, he can dominate and just get the ball.
The other side of that coin is he's so new, he doesn't know all their names.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Baker Mayfield was throwing the ball and getting blocks from dudes that he has no idea who they are.
God, that is just so cool.
Isn't that what you do? Yeah. I don't understand why this is so special.
What's your name?
That's his job, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What's this chick's name again?
I don't care what you think
Kathy
of me.
Lee. Christy Lee.
I mean, you don't think of me. I've been called a lot worse.
People were mad at Tom Brady because he was taking off Wednesdays. Baker Mayfield didn't get any time with this team at all. He just went in there, barely any practice, made it happen. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what one would expect.
What sport does this happen in the most? Wasn't there a guy in baseball that played for two teams in one day?
You can get traded. I think in a doubleheader, somebody got traded from one.
Yeah, I think that. But
you had the story about the Zamboni driver that ended up being a goalie in a hockey game a couple years ago.
I remember
the stands, right?
Yeah, that was a blast.
Yeah, that was super cool. Of course, it was easy for him to block the shots because he parked the Zamboni in front of the net.
Yeah, that was strategic.
I thought that was kind of fraudulent, frankly. What else is going on in sports?
Well, I hate talking about this with Chick not here, but the House Committee on Oversight and Reform says the Washington Commanders created a toxic work culture for more than 2 decades and downplayed sexual misconduct by men at the top levels of organization. That's according to a report published Thursday. The report also says team owner Dan Snyder was involved in misconduct, interfered in a separate investigation, and was misleading to the House committee.
Well, of course he interfered.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't you want to?
Yes. Otherwise, he was going to get caught.
Yeah,
this is the pass interference of...
No, explain your theory on pass interference.
There should be no penalty for it. It's no such thing. I tackled the guy because if I didn't, he was going to catch the ball.
So, in other words, so all of the guys going out that were potential receivers could be tackled right away every play?
Absolutely. It should be.
Slow the game down a little bit.
Well, there might be less scoring, but that's all right.
Josh, what about a quarterback? He starts to run past line of scrimmage. Now, this is the guy that throws the ball, but the rules say he can't throw the ball anymore. What do you say? Should he give it a toss?
I say he can throw it up. He can't. Yes, he can throw it straight up. That should be fair.
So they're gonna the replay. They're measuring the angle.
That's right.
If it's below
There's
30,
any forward momentum, it's out.
Yeah, okay.
I thought you were unreasonable, but it's good to know that you can qualify.
It's like a Hail Mary up.
But you know me, I love the razzle dazzle.
Yeah.
Several swaps of the ball, throwing it a couple of times. That's great.
You want every sports play to be the end of an 80s sports comedy. You want
every football game to be a Broadway play.
Exactly. And then singing, high-fiving. What else is happening in the world of sports, Willie?
More NFL news from fans who aren't here. ESPN reports that the Atlanta Falcons have benched veteran quarterback Marcus Mariota in favor of rookie Desmond Ridder. The swap comes after the Falcons have lost 4 of 5 games while scoring more than 20 points just once in that stretch. So,
don't you wish that guy's last name instead of Ritter was Riddler?
Riddle me this. Eagles, or whoever we're playing.
That was the Falcons, wasn't it?
Well, that's the team he's on now.
I love the Riddler.
Did you?
Oh, yeah, that campy Batman before it got all serious. And
that was fun.
You know, the
Frank Gorshin?
Yeah.
Is he still with us?
No.
He is.
Mr. Gorshin was in our studios.
Oh, that's
really? I was completely beside myself.
Did you ask him about Ed Sullivan?
I mean, you know, I've met Spanky from the Little Rascals.
Oh, for God's
Greg
sake.
Allman. I mean, you've met Keith Richards.
Oh, yeah.
We've talked to Mick Jagger, but I'll tell you what. You get Frank Gorshin in here. He was great. You know who we're talking about?
Yeah.
The Riddler. Will, you have any idea?
I have no idea who
It was a
One of
TV
those
version of
Is it
Batman.
Adam West?
Batman.
Adam West Batman?
In
Yeah.
the 60s.
Real cheesy.
Great in
It
it.
was great.
He was also like an impressionist and stuff,
Yeah,
right?
Burt
Kind of a
Lancaster and
comedic,
Kirk
actor.
Douglas.
Great Kirk Douglas.
Oh, yes, yeah.
He'd spread his lips out like this.
Tom, didn't he follow the Beatles on Ed Sullivan?
Famously, yeah.
That had to be fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But he survived. Some of the others that were on that same broadcast didn't do so well. Is there anything else going on in the world of sports?
Oh, sure there is. Cristiano Ronaldo and his Portugal team will look to end Morocco's surprising World Cup run that has brought joy to African soccer and the Arab world. That does sound kind of like it's stepping on their parade, doesn't it? That's how it's written. Whether Ronaldo starts Saturday's quarterfinal match remains in doubt after he was dropped for Portugal's round of 16 win over Switzerland. Morocco has secured a spot in the quarterfinals for the first time in a great way to mark the first World Cup to take place in the Middle East. Morocco is looking to become the first African country to reach the semifinals.
What?
I'm sorry?
I thought the World Cup was over. The USA lost.
Well, here's the thing. The reason that Morocco's not going to win this game,
Why?
they wear those fezzes on the field.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Hard to head the ball.
Yeah, sometimes the ball will just stick right there, like teeing up a golf ball.
Morocco's an African country?
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you think it was, buddy?
On
Yeah.
the globe?
Look at a map.
On the globe?
Say you're in Spain and you get in a boat.
Yeah, I thought it was by Spain. I don't know.
No, but I mean,
It
no
is by Spain. Spain is by Africa.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
Casablanca.
Oh, no.
You know what? You don't need to know.
Yeah. I'm not going there.
You've done just fine. I know.
Aren't you the guy in this show that does his segment in front of a giant world map?
Yeah, but I don't turn around and look at it.
Yeah, geography. There's a lot of countries out there.
Yeah,
There are a lot.
Well, I've heard of Morocco. I just, for some reason, I didn't picture in Africa.
There in the top, over there by the water.
You're near the,
Over by the water.
by the Delaware River there.
Casablanca with Humphrey Bogart.
Yeah. It's all white people.
Well, Blanca.
Blanca.
Oh,
I don't know if you've seen movies from that time, but a lot of Trevors and Tylers were having fun back then.
All right.
Coming up in the news, Christy, give me a couple of those teasers again.
Coming up, we have a horse hitter who was arrested in St. Petersburg.
Somebody's out there hitting horses?
Yeah, can you believe it?
With their fists?
We'll find out.
Oh.
We have a driver that turned out to be a dog. We have...
I love those stories.
I love that story, too. What else do we have coming up?
Oh, apparently my mail, apparently.
Oh,
Sorry.
That's okay.
We do have the message in a bottle story that you guys already have said you hated.
Yeah.
We have a...
Topless beaches are legal now, and I'll tell you where.
Oh, my gosh.
And then
Orlando?
I was not familiar with this. Again, there's this news story about 1 in 4 people believe the myth that cheese gives you bad nightmares.
Mm-hmm.
I have never heard this.
Nor have I.
And
anybody experienced that, Ace?
No, in fact, if I can't decide what to eat for dinner, I usually make mac and cheese.
Oh, yeah, and then sleep soundly. Yeah. How about that?
Well, not soundly, but...
Night farts, maybe. Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Does cheese cause excessive flatulence?
It can, certainly.
It
Any
can.
kind of dairy,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
Wreaks havoc down there.
Those are the dairy air, if you will.
Yes,
fouled by, okay. We'll find out about our cheese news headlines. And then the big story involves the mommy parts. And once again, it's Dr. Jen Gunter.
What are you talking about there, vagina?
Yeah, there you go.
That would be it.
And she's once again trying to help the ladies out there not follow the idiots on social media telling you what to do with your mommy parts. It's unbelievable the stuff that's out there where people start eating Tide Pods, et cetera, et cetera. This one involves putting what they're referring to as herbal tampons, leaving them in there for 3 days for some kind of health benefit that the good doctor says is actually dangerous. So we'll be finding out about how to season the old...
All right.
Never mind. That's all coming up. We'll give me a couple more teasers, Christy.
Let's see. What else do we have? Here's one that you're going to love. Tom, scientists are shining a light on what happens when you flush your toilet.
Oh, have you seen this?
Yeah, you want to close the lid is all I'm going to tell you.
Whoa.
Always close first.
Have you seen this, John? They did this scientific thing. And
they have like a black light thing, and they show all the particles that are shooting up into the air.
It's 2 lasers.
Yeah.
You'll want to start flushing and fleeing the room.
Wow.
It's pretty terrifying.
Can we get lids on ours?
After reading this article, yeah, we got
Please.
it.
Yeah. Is that a rule somewhere that public restrooms can't have?
I think it might be.
I think it might be too.
So
no kidding.
Yeah.
But after this, you're not going to want eating that hot dog while sitting on the toilet.
Well, shucks.
The world is a dirty place.
Nothing better than a John dog.
There is something much better, of course. We're talking about great food. Yesterday, we had a special day here at the Bob and Tom Show. It was the Omaha Steaks Cookout. And Omaha Steaks, I have spent a little bit of time at my computer sending boxes of Omaha steaks to friends that live out of town. Tell me more about that, Josh.
I'd love to. Right now, Tom is in the midst of achieving gifting greatness. Well, you can be too. The steak experts at Omaha Steaks have put together special gift packages to help you take the guesswork out of gift giving and turn you into a holiday hero. That's right. Go to omahasteaks.com. Take advantage of 50% off site-wide. Plus, use code BTS at checkout. You're going to get an additional $40 off your order. My gosh, yesterday we sure feasted. That air-chilled boneless chicken is so juicy. The butcher's cut filets mignon, those ultra-juicy burgers, and even easy-to-prepare comfort meals that are ready in a flash. They could all be a part of your own gift package that you're going to send out to friends and family. Omaha Steaks is a gift from the heart, a gift that will be remembered with every unforgettable bite. Order with complete confidence today, knowing you're ordering the very best. Visit omahasteaks.com. There's 50% off site-wide right now. Plus, when you use promo code BTS at checkout, you're going to get that extra $40 off your order. That's omahasteaks.com, code BTS at checkout. Minimum order may be required. Don't forget, the Meat Lovers Lasagna is a wonderful, easy-to-prepare comfort meal, and those caramel apple tartlets are the perfect capper to any meal.
I'm getting hungry right now. Thank you, Omaha Steaks. Also, coming up, we have a unicorn in the news.
Oh, yeah?
Really. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This NFL season, every Westwood One NFL broadcast streams live for free. Listen in the NFL app, on WestwoodOneSports.com, via Westwood One station streams, or by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports. If it's the NFL, it's on Westwood One. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show now presents Cliff Notes Theater. Condensed presentations of timeless classics. Today's story, Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol.
All right, you workers. It's Christmas. Now get back to work. I'm sleepy. I'm going to bed.
Hey, Scrooge, I'm a ghost. You need to change.
Okay, I learned my lesson. Here's a turkey.
This has been Cliff Notes Theater. There you go. When you just don't have time to watch the whole movie.
The best fudge comes from Uranus. Uranus, Missouri. That felt good. Tastes even better. Wow. That's right. Fudge from Uranus. I'm not fudging with you. We're literally in Uranus. That's the mayor of Uranus, and you can get your fudge out the back door at UranusGeneralStore.com.
Welcome to Uranus! Let's make Uranus great again.
Fudge, yeah. Fudge, 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 fudge. Fudge.
I want to thank you, old Saint Nick, for the stuff that you leave on the eve of Christmas Day. Worldwide overnight delivery's quite a trick, and it ain't no wonder that you ain't got time to shave. I know that you've been making me a toy up in the Arctic, and I hope this message reaches you before you've time to start it. Some folks like their Christmases all blue or even white, but for me the color green is exactly right. Santa, don't you bother with the chimney no more. Slip my present into an envelope and slide it under the door, cause nothing says Merry Christmas like cash, cash, cash. Yeah. Don't need two front teeth or mistletoe kisses. Jackson Franklin and grants my wishes. All I want for Christmas is cash, cash, cash. Oh, the size is perfect and the style's just right. You know that it's the color I dig. And never, ever, ever would you hear me say, does this money in my pocket make my butt look big? Show me what the holiday spirit's about with a nice wire transfer into my offshore account. Cause nothing says Merry Christmas like cash, cash, cash.
Santa, don't you be no Ebenezer. Pay off the balance on this here Visa, cause nothing says Merry Christmas like cash, cash, cash. Oh, the size is perfect and the style's just right. You know that it's color I dig. And never, ever, ever would you hear me say, does this money in my wallet make my butt look big? Oh, Santa, don't you bother with the chimney no more. Slip my present into an envelope and slide it under the door, cause nothing says Merry Christmas like cash, cash. Nothing says Merry Christmas like cold hard. Nothing says Merry Christmas like cash, cash, cash.
Here is that Phoenix don't like to really set up half court.
Magic's Insights will teach you how to lose your train of thought in the middle of a sentence.
You know, he's amazing. Every time he does something crazy or something.
Nobody can abruptly switch to a completely different thought like the Magic Man.
He's one of the best. If he get his feet set, hey, look out. And then also, he's having a good game. He had a good first game.
Contradictory thoughts in the same sentence? Like magic.
Kevin stumbled because his leg gave out on him in a sense. And so it's not 100% that leg, but he's doing, you know, he's playing really well. He's not like he's favoring it at all.
Magic. Mangler.
Dan Marley is continually to help offer Byron Scott.
To get Magic Johnson sportscasting my way, call 1-800.
Oh, get it out of here.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
Pat Godwin in there getting ready to serenade us at some point.
Hey, Josh.
Jeff,
you describe it as in there?
In
sure.
there.
In the laboratory,
room.
yeah.
The lab, yeah.
Yeah.
Performance room.
By the way, Pat, you get those lab results back?
I did.
Okay. Yeah.
Positive.
Okay.
Oh.
That's good, right?
That's good this time, I think. There's Jeff Oskey.
What's going on?
Sitting in for Chick McGee today. There's Ace Cosby running the board, and Willie Griswold over at the sports desk this morning.
Chilling in.
I'm Josh Arnold. Jeff Oskey has his hand raised.
Yes, sir.
I have a question for Pat Godwin.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday, your eye wasn't feeling good. It looks like it's better now.
Thank you.
But Tom said that your battery ran out while you were at the
CVS. Yeah, the battery died completely.
How?
AAA comes out, just buy a new battery.
How do you... how long are you at CVS?
That wasn't it. The battery just died.
It just, man, you...
Yeah.
That hasn't happened to you? Where
just...
that's happened to me.
On the same day you had pink eye?
No.
Oh, okay.
Isn't it slow to turn over for a while?
Not from
just the
one. For me,
driving to the CVS, it just
all of a
took
sudden,
a little bit of time, and I thought that was weird.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you got it fixed. Thanks to our friends at AAA.
AAA has gotten so good. Boy.
They're the best.
Did they know you on a first name basis?
Yeah, hey, Pat. I was like, cheers.
When you pull, I was amazed when I pulled up to the hospital and they have all those wheelchair things, and right in front of those was the Pat Godwin Parks.
I have my own. I have my own wheelchair.
He's serious about it, too.
It's like I'm a director.
I've seen him instruct. Yes. He's instructed an orderly to pour an old lady out of it. And
Yes.
that's mine.
And then at first it said Patty G, and then he says, no, that's cute, but it's Pat Godwin, right?
That's correct.
In cursive, please.
This reminds me of something I want to complain about.
Oh, boy.
As you know, my dad was in a wheelchair for many years. I pushed him all over the place.
Yes.
I know what it's like. Sometimes the folks at the airports that have, they're helping out people with various issues. I get it. That's great. It's not the Indy 500, folks. You're like you're in Atlanta. They just come plowing by you on those golf carts.
Yeah.
That's right. They need louder horns or something. I don't want to end up in a wheelchair because
I do. Then you get to ride on one of those cars.
The president of Enron has to make his connection because his private jet's battery wouldn't go. Slow down.
He's a smart man.
I feel better now.
Okay.
Got that off my chest.
Louder horns on the airport golf carts. Good.
I do have one other complaint.
Only one, huh?
Last year, one of my girls was in a wheelchair for a while, and we went to a swimming meet.
Yeah.
Which was nice. And to get to the place where you can watch the other girl, we were watching Sally swim, but to watch the other girls swim, you have to go upstairs.
Right.
And this beautiful school, they've got the great pool, and they got a nice elevator, which requires a key. And no one there had one.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah. So, there was no. So
it makes sense it would require.
Well,
a
it's
key.
more of a service elevator, so kids aren't playing on the elevator.
Right. I mean, so that's why they have.
You're supposed to be able to access.
There should be
things.
somebody.
That's why,
right.
Again, in my dad's era, a lot of stuff wasn't accessible. Now, we're paying all these tax dollars to have ramps and stuff built. Hey, put one in, please. I'll need to write the school a letter. I'm sure that they can take the funds they used to build a pointless bus line and perhaps put a ramp in. Okay.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Gosh. It was...
No, you know what? Don't check local.
No.
I'm so bored by it.
You were almost making a point that was so progressive. It was so cool. It was about accessibility, and then, man.
No, the accessibility. Every architect should be tied into a wheelchair and forced to go through every building they've ever
Aren't
designed.
they pretty good about it now?
Well, obviously, this was a relatively new school.
Well, the only issue here was that somebody wasn't there with the key. It wasn't the design of the place.
The design, how are they supposed... So they're supposed to have someone standing at the elevator at all times in case a kid comes by in a wheelchair?
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
They can't just have a wheelchair willy-nilly to school, or an elevator, rather. You know what would happen?
Yeah, people would use it.
No, do you know what kids would do?
You
With
know how
an
many elevator babies would be born?
Mr. Johnson getting it on with Mrs. Smith.
Going down.
Between floors.
Are you okay?
In the words of Steven Tyler,
you think
going down.
The teachers.
Sorry, I'm getting off. It was just really bothering me.
Well, that is upsetting, yes. But
we had to make another arrangement to get her down. Getting her down the stairs was really tricky. I thought it was going to be one of those scenes from.
Oh, where she? Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, the naked gun where Nordberg goes down.
Patty G.
Yes, sir.
You got a quick something for us? I know you got a new album out there. It's last week was #1 in the comedy charts.
You want a new Christmas song?
Sure. What do you got?
'Twas the night before Christmas. Oh, and Santa's in a daze. Oh, he's all laid back and mellow and acting awful strange. Was there something in those cookies in Boise? I don't know. But Santa's saying ha 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 instead of ho ho ho. Santa seems buzzed this Christmas. Did he eat something by mistake? Oh, he had some milk and cookies, and now Santa Claus looks baked. Is Santa Claus wasted? Did he eat off the wrong plate? Oh, he's laughing for no reason and says the presents might be late. What was in those cookies? Santa's dancing in the snow. And he keeps on saying ha 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 instead of ho ho ho. Oh, Santa seems buzzed this Christmas. His eyes are red as Rudolph's nose. He stopped at White Castle twice already. Might have the munchies, I suppose. Santa seems buzzed this Christmas. And I think I know the cause, man. Yeah, was there ganja in those cookies? Oh, better call Mrs. Claus. Idy.
All right.
A little bit of the reefer in the Christmas cookies. Thank you very much, Pat Godwin. Pat's album is called Christmas Bonus. That is not one of the songs. That's a fresh, brand new one. Very good, Pat. Thank you very much. Coming up in sports, you got some records over there, Willie?
Yeah, I got a record. I got Stroller record, and I got a Christmas lights record. Look at that. We're staying in the season, gang.
Sure.
Okay. That's all coming up, as well as an update on dinosaur stories.
They're back, everybody.
This will keep you listening.
We probably should have led with that.
Yeah.
Not your escort.
They are loose.
Hope you don't live in Missouri.
All right, we buried the lead here. I apologize.
And also cow placenta and vagina news.
Okay.
Human vaginas, by the way.
Not the cow placenta, human.
Yeah, there you go. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Have you thought about your holiday gifts yet for all those clients and friends? I've got a great idea for you, a great solution, something that'll make everybody happy. The Cheese Store, NNY.com. And let's look at some of this great stuff. Look at this, The Cheese Store, owned and operated by 22 local dairy farmers in northern New York. It's The Cheese Store. There are no supply chain issues, so get those holiday gifts out there for all your clients and your friends.
Get great gifts for the family, co-workers, clients, and more at the Cheese Store, NNY.com. Order today and get free shipping on all orders over $89. The Cheese Store, NNY.com.
Was out on the front porch on Thursday with our Omaha Steaks holiday cookout, grilling up some steaks, pork chops, chicken, some of those great jumbo franks. It was so delicious, all the great food from Omaha Steaks. And she's back again today. Apparently it's going to be mayonnaise, eggnog, and baked bean pizza. You heard me. Hooker the Cooker on tap, as well as our comedian staff member Jeff Oskey with all of the news we failed to mention coming up for you on a Friday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with your Bob and Tom sports update. Thursday night football, a 17-16 loss as the LA Rams make the Las Vegas Raiders the first team to blow 4 double-digit halftime leads in a season. According to Sports Radar, whose records go back to 1930, 7 teams had squandered 3 halftime leads of 10 points or more, most recently the 2020 LA Chargers, while Indianapolis's 25-20 victory November 13th and Jeff Saturday's coaching debut was shocking. Baker Mayfield directing an 8-play, 98-yard drive, including a 23-yard touchdown pass to Van Jefferson with 10 seconds to go. Just as stupefying, especially for Raiders fans. Sorry, Ace. According to the Elias Sports Bureau, it was the longest go-ahead touchdown drive that began in the final 2 minutes over the last 45 seasons. Must have been exciting. I was asleep. Center fielder Brandon Nimmo staying with the free-spending New York Mets, agreeing to a $162 million 8-year contract, according to a person familiar with the deal. Person spoke to the AP on condition of anonymity because the agreement's subject to a successful physical. No official announcement has been made. The quality leadoff hitter with a .385 career on-base percentage. Nemo became a free agent last month for the first time. He was a key performer as the Mets returned to the playoffs this year for the first time since 2016. The left-handed hitter batted .274 with 16 homers and a team-high 102 runs, a career high. Bringing back Nemo means New York poised to return its entire everyday lineup intact next year. Louisville has hired Jeff Brom as the Cardinals football coach to replace Scott Satterfield. The University of Louisville Athletic Association Executive Board has approved a 6-year deal that'll pay the former Purdue coach a base salary of $5 million next season, with annual increases of $100,000. Also includes incentives. Brom, a Louisville native, he went 36-34 in 6 seasons with the Boilermakers. He guided them to their first Big Ten West Division title before they fell to number 2 Michigan in the conference championship last week. That's a quick look at your sports headlines. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Here at the Bob and Tom Audio Institute, we catalog key pieces of audio for archival and historical purposes. We continually research and examine significant pieces of audio to ensure their accuracy and validity. Today, we look at the first ever recording by Thomas Edison, where in 1877 he successfully recorded the following on a primitive wax cylinder.
A little speech of practical poetry. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go.
The distinguished staff here at the Bob and Tom Audio Institute noticed the labeling method used by Mr. Thomas Edison. This famous piece of audio was labeled 05TE for Thomas Edison, 02. Knowing this format is the industry standard to this day, we here at the Institute theorize there must be a 05TE01. After years of research and investigation, we have uncovered the following audio cylinder. This is the very first ever recording by Mr. Thomas Edison.
Okay. The first words I spoke in the original phonograph. Here we go. What's
This has been a Bob and Tom Audio Institute exclusive. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Today.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the music room.
Hey, Josh.
Just a wonderful song just now. If you missed it, well, start tuning in sooner. There's Jeff Oskey.
Yeah, get your ass out of bed. What the hell? We're up.
Good to see you, Jeffy. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold is in the house, of course.
These people that tune in late are so entitled, and I'm tired of it.
I'm Josh Arnold. There's Tom. Tom, good to see you.
You know my theory. All teachers and first responders should get no taxes, and anyone who works before 8 a.m. Tax free.
8 a.m. I love it.
No, actually, the teachers shouldn't have to pay taxes. Great people out there working hard. Now, we have a lot to get to today, but we're going to continue to hear some music with Mr. Pat Godwin. Looking forward to that. I just wanted just a couple of real quick plugs. We have On the Road coming up this New Year's Eve. I want to make sure I get this exactly correct. Willie G, Greg Hahn, you guys are going to be in Northwood, Iowa at the Diamond Joe Casino for a great New Year's Eve show. That will be, if you're anywhere near there and missed that, well, I'm just going to say 2023 is going to suck for you. Let's just go right out on a limb and go with that right there. New Year's Eve in Minneapolis, it's going to be Kostaki Economopoulos at the Acme Comedy Club. He'll be there that whole week. Let's see. Also coming up, Josh Arnold, and you've got a stellar new kid you're working with. Is that right?
Oh, young whippersnapper named Jeff Oscar.
He's fantastic.
That's right.
You guys are going to be at Comedy Off Broadway coming up the 16th through the 18th in beautiful Lexington, Kentucky.
Yes, come see him bury me. I open for me. And
Yeah.
Now, Al Jackson, Saturday night, December 31st, the Comedy Showcase in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And while I'm at it, real quick, Greg Warren is going to be doing something. In fact, I think he's doing it right now at the Funny Bone in Omaha. Have I forgotten anybody?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Pat Godwin. Jesus. Pat, you've got your... You're going to be in Lexington.
Yeah. New Year's Eve week.
Okay, New Year's Eve the whole week?
29th, 30th, and 31st.
That'll be great. Those will be great shows.
Jeff and I will try to save some funny for you. You know,
save some laughs for me.
Okay, I know you'll knock him dead, Pat.
Yeah, that'll be a blast.
Now, Willie G sitting in for Chick McGee with, I have the special intro if you're ready, Willie.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, this is going to be tricky and see if I can get this done right.
Stupid world record.
A Virginia man loaded his 4 children into a stroller and ran a 10K race in just over 48 minutes, earning a Guinness World Record.
How about that?
Stephen Christopher, an active duty Air Force pilot, badass, from Sterling, participated in the Run the Greenway race while pushing a 4-seat stroller containing his 4-year-old, 2-year-old, and 2 10-month-old children.
Yay!
Well,
They have a
this guy.
4.
No wonder it's easy. It's small.
Now, I
How
have
do you get that through a door?
I have a story about this. By the way,
Like a toboggan.
his wife. Did you see the
are they
video?
in front of each other, or are they all?
I did. This guy. They're the.
Are they 4 wide or 4 long?
4 wide. Thank you. That's what.
Yeah, the one I had was 4 wide.
Oh.
And but did you see the note that I guess the mother, his wife, wrote, next time run down to the pharmacy and buy some condoms.
Oh.
So yeah. I actually wrote a letter.
I bet you did.
To the, this is true. A few years back, I wrote a letter to, I had a really great jogger.
Right.
Remember the green one that I had? It was a 2-seater.
No.
2-seater. Well, you were so little when you were in it. It was a 2-seater jogger.
As a jogger, a stroller?
Side by side. It's a stroller with bicycle wheels on it.
Oh, okay. I see.
And it was the best.
Yeah.
In fact, I took it to Disney World because when it's got the big wheels on it, you can get up and down and over. And I loved this thing. And I wrote to the president of the company and said, would you please make a quad, one of these for folks that have lots of babies? And by God, the guy wrote me back, and they did.
He thinks he's responsible.
And
He
you're
is.
talking 4 right to left.
Yes.
This guy's
what? How annoying to be stuck behind you anywhere. Like you can't get around.
Well, no, this remains true. This remains true to this day. Jeff.
Yeah. Have you ever been behind him in a car?
I feel like he's a pilot, so there should be 2 by 2, and then it's like the pilots in the front. They got a little spotter behind them, you know, and then he gives them all little call signs.
4 wide.
They were 4 in front. They were a long ways.
Okay, but this 4 wide one that you. That must have been the size of a bulldozer shovel.
That's what I'm saying.
He would take it to Disney World when we'd go down there.
Now,
it
Christy,
was
do you
like,
remember who I gave it to?
yeah, it was Lisa.
Our
wasn't
friend
it?
with the triplets.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that I'll talk to young
It was huge.
parents
Gave it to
out
the
there.
Octomom.
Huge.
The technology and the engineering of contemporary strollers is
so
off the charts. But I have actually experienced this. I have been walking out of a grocery store and seeing some guy struggling, trying to figure out how to fold up one of these strollers, because now it's almost like comical. You can take a huge stroller and fold it up; it'll fit in a lunchbox. Yeah. Whoever designs these things, they're geniuses. But if you don't know how to do it, you got to reach out. There's like 3 rip cords and a flange thing that has to fold this way.
See, that to me is going backwards. When I had a child 20 years ago, there was one little thing you went, and it folded right down.
Yeah, but I mean, some of these now you can fit a double stroller in your glove box. It's great technology, and thank you to the great engineers.
These strollers are just teaching our children to be lazy. When I have my own kids, no strollers. If they don't walk, they don't go.
All right.
Oh, sorry. I hope we have that on tape.
It's just the way it's going to be at the old Arnold house.
Have you seen the baby Bjorns where like the baby hangs in front of you?
Sure, I had those.
There was a woman the other day that must have had a 7-year-old in one of of those, and she was leaning back at like 45-degree angle to carry this child, and I felt so sorry for her. I was just
My sister-in-law has twins and wears one in the front, one in the back.
Oh,
yeah.
That is so funny.
Are you
like
serious?
a baby
Yeah.
sandwich.
It sucks to be the baby in the back when she goes to the movies.
Oh, yeah. For who? The
baby,
person
yeah,
in the
just-
back behind her?
The baby's smothered.
That would be so. Just watching a movie and having a little baby stare at you the whole time. He's just stealing your Reese's.
It's real
Pieces.
cute.
But we do need. I think we need some guidelines for various things as we age, and I'm talking about, for example, at what age do you stop helping your friends move?
Oh, yeah.
We've talked
30.
about this many times.
Yeah, 30.
30?
But
Yeah.
at what age do you not breastfeed in public?
No.
When you see
Even though it-
12.
At least
At
by,
what age?
13.
Well,
Wait a
yeah,
minute.
no. Simon's 16. I think maybe his mom breastfeeding him in the corner of TGI Fridays is a little bit weird. At what age do you stop trick or treating?
14.
My kids did it this year at 16.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I thought it was 14.
I'm happy to give them candy. It's just that I'd like a costume. There's that one age they get to be about 13. They're too cool to wear a costume.
Should I
They just-
carry a basketball?
They just show up.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
Candy, please.
Mine were costumed.
Yeah.
And they were taken around a young, like a 4-year-old.
That's fine.
with
Well, that's
them.
good,
But
yeah.
they were getting candy too.
Sure.
Yeah, but they're 16. If they're not doing that, they're out shoplifting and smoking pot. Let
Exactly.
them be kids
I'd much
for a
rather
night, right?
them trick or treat.
Pat, what did you wear this year trick or treating?
Nothing. I went naked.
Oh, yes.
Had to be awkward
Insinuating
for Jimmy.
that you're very young, like.
Yes.
Yes.
I see what you're
And
You're
next
not-
year for Halloween, you're going as a guy who legally has to introduce himself to all his neighbors. Tell him he's on a fun little list.
Oh, no, I'm going as Medicare man.
Are you a Medicare man?
Now, we have, did you say you have another world record?
Oh, yeah, you bet.
Wait a minute. Sorry, Willie, excuse me.
Do your thing.
Pardon me the interruption. I'm not really good at this. Give me a second.
We know.
Thank you.
Stupid world record.
A family in New York State is on track to beat their own record for the most Christmas lights on a residential property.
Is that right?
The Gay family holds the Guinness World Record with.
Can't say that one.
No, that's the name.
You know what?
It's like Rudy Gay. It's GAY.
Right.
600,000 lights, which they said in 2014. Last year, their display included 687,000 lights.
God.
Look at that. The family told News 12 that they have over 700,000 lights this year.
Oh, boy. Did you see the gays who moved in next door? No, that's the last name. I have no problem with that. Yeah, no, it's...
Grace Gay says her 3 children picked colleges close to home so they could come and help with the expensive setup. I don't believe that. I do not believe that your children went to college close to you just so they can help you with your Christmas lights.
I have a feeling those kids were homeschooled.
Yeah, right?
This is
feel about it.
absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, I think it looks gorgeous.
It's a nice showing of
Really?
gay pride. I think we should acknowledge that.
Yeah, they should be proud.
This joke.
It's great. I mean, it's as good as any drive-through display.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
wow. It is
700,000 lights.
Oh, no,
Mike,
this is lovely. Yeah.
Nice
Yes.
neighborhood. Wow.
can you imagine?
Nice trees.
I think Christmas lights are all a conspiracy by the electric company to sell more power.
You do.
Well, thanks, Scrooge. These are great. How would you like to be their neighbor, though? Because the thing is that all the traffic is going to bring to the neighborhood. But yeah, it is a little much, but good for them.
Gays always looking for attention.
That's their name. Their name is gay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And they got an award from the utility company, our favorite customer. By the way, did you see the signs? A detour for those with certain types of epilepsy. I don't want her to get triggered.
I mean, I wonder if they do have to have something like that.
You would think.
Whenever I see those in the movies, hey, we have flashing lights that could trigger epileptic seizures. It's like, hey, maybe then don't put all the flashing lights in there if you know they trigger epileptic seizures.
Yeah,
Wow.
back
Wow.
off.
What is it, 1.003%?
No, but I mean, I can see it's legit.
Yeah, just have the warning up.
Now, did you
want the world to...
Can you pay your electric bill in frankincense and myrrh?
No.
And by the way, I should know this. What is frankincense and myrrh?
It's gum and gold, isn't there? Something?
It's incense.
Incense.
Myrrh
And
is
peppermints, I think.
Oh.
Be really cool to have a
Way off.
It'd be really cool to have
Peppermints joke.
for a nativity scene. Get the Boris Karloff era model of Frankenstein, which I used to have when I was a kid. You know, the Frankenstein monster, the Boris Karloff
Right.
one with the green face, and put him in the nativity scene, and Yeah, then someone's a little confused about what frankincense was.
Myrrh is embalming oil.
No, he's embalming oil.
Is that one of the wise men holding the Frankenstein monster? Because that was one of the gifts.
I think it's a good idea. You have Frankenstein, and you have the host of one of HBO's more popular talk shows. So they're giving him Frankenstein and Mar. Wow.
This is good.
We are all going
You know
to
what,
hell.
Pat? That's the correct response.
I like that.
Let's combine religious figures and Halloween characters. This won't make anybody angry.
Yeah.
Great idea.
It'll make Mar angry.
That's part of the reason I like him. He's always pissed off. Okay, we have a lot to get to. Christy Lee coming up.
Words, movies, and people that you searched for on Google in 2022.
And I have a real quick question about this. Did they exclude porn?
Yeah, you would think they'd have to.
Because I would assume that would be the number one searched.
Stepsister.
DVP.
What's DVP?
Oh, don't look that up.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, I do know what it is.
I learned something from my son Willie. I don't want to say what it was, but it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen, involving 3 letters.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I know what this is. It's from my act. It's okay.
It's great. All these 3-letter things that mean stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know, there's all the stuff out there you didn't know about. Like when you told me about Cleveland Steamer, Christy.
I did not tell you about that. I learned about that on this show.
Okay, I want to talk right now quickly about our friends at Omaha Steaks and the perfect gift to send to anybody you know. It's steak, right, Josh?
That's exactly right. Achieve gifting greatness when you give the gift of perfectly aged, tender, delicious Omaha steaks. Be a holiday hero. Go to omahasteaks.com. Take advantage of 50% off site-wide. Plus, when you use code BTS at checkout, you're going to get an additional $40 off your order. Now, the steak experts at Omaha Steaks have put together some special gift packages, but you can create your own as well. Send an assortment of mouth-watering favorites to all your family and friends. My gosh, the legendary Butcher's Cut Filet Mignon, air-chilled boneless chicken, ultra-juicy burgers, and even easy-to-prepare comfort meals like that Meat Lover's lasagna that are ready in a flash. You can also load up on those jumbo franks. We all enjoyed those yesterday with our Omaha Steaks cookout. And every time we have them, it really is one of those things where we go, you know, we talk about how these are the best, and they continue to prove it. We can never get over how good they are.
I had one for breakfast yesterday.
Oh, they're just awesome. Omaha Steaks is a gift from the heart, a gift that will be remembered with every unforgettable bite. Order with complete confidence today, knowing you're ordering the very best for those you care about. Visit omahasteaks.com. There's 50% off site-wide currently, plus use promo code BTS at checkout to get that extra $40 off your order. That's omahasteaks.com, code BTS at checkout. Minimum order may be required.
Thank you very much, Josh.
You're very welcome.
Coming right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Yeah, you are. Thanks so much for being here this morning, and thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show. You know, you can see the Bob and Tom Show right there on our YouTube channel. Anytime, even right now, just pop on over, go to YouTube and search the Bob and Tom Show. Next thing you know, you're hanging out in your kitchen with your family, having breakfast and watching the show in real time as it happens. It's become quite a tradition for those that like that as a tradition, and we're glad that you can watch on our YouTube channel. Even later today, you can go back and watch today's show, see what you may have missed, and all of the exciting action that happens in studio that you don't see on the radio, but you sure do see it on our YouTube channel. YouTube, search the Bob and Tom Show, have some fun and enjoy. And it's free to watch. It's also free to listen. So keep it here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. What is stiff person syndrome? Well, it's causing Celine Dion to cancel concerts. According to WebMD, it's an autoimmune disease characterized by severe muscle spasms and painfully stiff muscles, especially in the torso. It affects fewer than 5,000 people. Dion has called off or postponed her concerts in Europe through next summer, which were delayed previously as she searched for answers to her health issues. The National Board of Review has chosen Top Gun: Maverick as the best film of 2022. The board consists of film enthusiasts and academics. Steven Spielberg won Best Director for The Fabelmans, while Gabriel LaBelle won for Breakthrough Performance for his role in that film as a fictionalized version of young Spielberg. Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson won acting honors for their roles in The Banshees of Inisherin, and Michelle Yeoh won Best Actress for Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. And IndyCar hopes to gain more young fans with a series that's going to air on the CW next spring. The 6-part series, 100 Days to Indy, begins with the IndyCar season opener and ends at the Indy 500. They hope that kind of interest the docudrama Drive to Survive on Netflix did for Formula One will do for IndyCar. Let's hope. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian John Campanera.
Vin Scully is funny because he's one of these announcers that loves to read lips. Wait a minute, here comes Tracy out of the dugout. He's in the umpire's face. It appears he wants to take the ump to Fuddruckers after the game. You know what makes me laugh is Skip Carey, Harry's son. He does the Atlanta Brave games.
Sure.
I listen to this guy when I can't sleep.
Chipper Jones takes one on the outside. 3-1 on Chipper Jones. Don't forget all week long, we got the best of the Duke right here on TBS. John Wayne right here on TBS. There's a long fly ball. Looks like that's out of here.
I love that.
And you know, Harry's going, I can't believe that's my son. You know, Harry would get excited over the dumbest stuff. Hey! Check out the kid in the sombrero.
Don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everyone.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
There's a new documentary out there entitled Sick. It's the winner of the Los Angeles Independent Film Festival Award. The film chronicles the life and times of super masochistic performance artist Bob Flanagan. In one scene, Flanagan is shown hammering a nail into, then removing it from his most private part, which would be his penis.
Wow.
Boy, what if he misses and like hits his thumb?
Well, then that would hurt, Bob.
Yeah, there's a bone in there.
That's really going to hurt.
That's going to hurt.
Hold on a second. Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bob Vila.
Bob Vila, the
Hiya, Bob.
famed home repair host. How's it going, Bob?
Pretty good.
Good. What can we do for you?
Hey, you know, you guys are talking about something. It's pretty common.
Uh-huh.
A lot of the home repair guys do it. I do it all the time.
You actually take a nail and pound it into your penis on purpose?
Heck yeah.
Now,
Really?
do you use a nail gun or do you use a regular traditional hammer and nail?
Oh, I'm not a conservative guy. Just use a nail.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
In fact, I was at the hardware store the other day picking up a nail just for that.
Uh-huh.
And I took it up to the counter. The guy goes, that'll be $1. I go, great. He goes, that'll be $1.04 with tax. I go, tax? Wait, I am kinky?
Tax
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, guys, it's Eli.
Hey,
Oh, hi.
Hey, Eli.
You nailed it, baby. It's about as low as it gets. You know what, Eli? You're just feeling sorry for yourself. Look, I was thinking, there's no need to get down. I mean, just because you're grounded at work don't mean you can't gain yards. I've got a fresh, hot Papa John's pizza you could run by the house. God knows you wouldn't want to try to pass it. You'd probably get picked off by the mailman. Oh, yeah.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
Loads of curvy cleavage on display.
the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
Loads of curvy cleavage on display.
this is
The Bob and Tom Show.
Now.
It's the Bob and Tommy Show. How about that? What you think of the new intro song?
Scat, scat, scat. It sounds like.
Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the music room.
Hello, Josh.
He's got his guitar, his organ, and his keyboard, if you know what I'm saying. There's Jeff Oskey.
That's right.
Ace Cosby, how are you? Good. Willie Griswold running sports today.
It was such a subtle change, but calling this the Bob and Tommy Show was so funny to me for some reason.
Josh Arnold here, and there's, well, Tommy.
Thank you very much. That was the name of the Cocker Spaniel next door when I was growing up.
Tommy?
Yeah, Mrs. Wellman's Cocker Spaniel.
That is a great name for a Cocker Spaniel.
This is before people were naming their dogs after people.
I love that.
It always made me laugh.
Who was there first? Were you first, or was Tommy there first?
That's a really good question.
Did your parents name you after a dog?
Could be, because of my brothers, Jan, John, Jim.
Yeah, you didn't get a J name.
Yeah, I figured I was probably adopted. They probably want it that way. I'm not sure. Yeah,
Too late to ask now.
Little Tommy, a little Cocker Spaniel, little puppy.
Oh.
Big floppy ears.
It's a good week if you're a fan of the things that Tom likes. Last night on Turner Classic Movies, the film Good Neighbor Sam aired. I recorded it.
Oh, it's great.
So anybody who would like to come over and watch it with me may. Pass.
I'm good. Has a great running gag featuring the high-lows.
I might check that out. I've not seen it.
And Sunday.
We were talking about plugs in movies.
Yeah.
And, they're holding the Coca-Cola just right or whatever it would be. In that movie, the high-lows running gag is they're doing a live commercial for Hertz.
Oh, okay.
And they're singing that jingle, let Hertz put you in the driver's seat. And then there's an ensuing gag that's absolutely hilarious.
Look how this makes him so happy.
So great.
So happy.
Well, then you're going to like the news.
Everybody's smoking. Oh, no, those were the days.
This Sunday morning, we've all been told via email that the cable station Freeform, is that a cable or is that will be showing Mr. Magoo's Christmas.
There you go, Tom.
At the prime time slot of 6 a.m. Sunday morning.
6 a.m. Sunday morning?
They're doing it just for him.
I
They
would
know
recommend
he's up.
taping it. It's
DVR that.
It's a great work of art.
That is 6 a.m. Sunday morning television is for people coming off a bender. That's who that's for.
Or your father.
It'll
who's
bring a
always
tear
up
to
there.
someone's eye. I have the DVD.
I do too. It showed up on a Christmas collection that I have.
Do you have a DVD player hooked up? When was the last time you played a DVD?
Shut up. Here's the DVD.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, you have it here.
Oh.
I keep it close.
Okay.
Sometimes physical objects give off a vibe.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I can tell you watched it a lot with the wrapping stuff.
Yeah, so
Hasn't been cellophane. Fresh is
I have multiple copies.
yeah, people know that you like it, so they buy it for you, of course.
I highly recommend. It was written by a Broadway artist. It's a very fine piece.
It's
the great Jim Backus, who went to my high school for a while.
Oh,
what?
Oh, yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
Absolutely. Could you answer that, John?
I'd be happy to. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Well, this is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Cooch Bender. And this is some other news.
All right.
Well, we've been talking about some of the dangerous games and toys that are out there for kids this holiday season. But there are some exciting yet dangerous adult games you may have overlooked as you searched for Christmas presents. This first one sounds like fun. It's the Sure Shot Paint Cannon. It's a paintball gun that holds 5-gallon cans of Sherwin-Williams paint. It shoots the paint and the cans.
Wow.
Oh, this is a true bad boy. No disputes in this game because when you hit your opponent, he'll know it. Ouch! Ouch! That's going to turn midnight black and sunset azure by morning. Now, if your relationship has gotten a bit boring, the two of you will love the all-new car key game. Pass the patented car key game bowl around as everyone tosses their car keys in. Hey, where it goes from there is up to you. We recommend this game be played with friends and not family. We all loved the game Operation as a kid, so why not save a little time and money on your husband's upcoming surgery with the new do-it-yourself at-home vasectomy kit.
Wow. Oh, no.
The kit contains one scalpel, one soldering iron, a needle and thread, gauze, a no-pest strip, and a tube of Neosporin to help keep infection to a minimum.
Oh, good.
And no pest strip. Now, for the price of your copay, you can now perform a do-it-yourself vasectomy at home. Just follow the simple instructions on your YouTube video featuring doctoral candidate and Fiji pledge Phineas Quackham.
Oh, Dr. Quackham's doing it.
Phineas Quackham.
Not a doctor yet. He's
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe you should check out the Guess Where I Hid the Dynamite game. The game in which the little hourglass-shaped timer full of sand becomes critically important.
I'll say.
Hey, and don't miss out on Landmine Twister, the game in which you really have to ask yourself if you want to put your right hand on the green circle sticking out of the ground.
Wow.
You've heard of Cards Against Humanity.
Sure.
It's a lot of laughs. But Cars Against Humanity is a raucous party game played at a card table in the middle of a busy highway. Hey, look out, Uncle Clarence. Here comes a semi. Oh, boy. And finally, this is not a game for adults, but something entirely different. It's the Learn As You Go Magic Act kit. Included with the basic kit is the Saw the Lady in Half trick.
Oh.
So simply convince your wife or girlfriend to get into the box and then start sawing away. Does it sound dangerous? It is. The instructions that come with the game specify there is a trick to this, but we don't know what it is. Well, this is Dick Hitzwater. There's some fun games for you kids. Sitting in for Cooch Bender, and this has been Some Other News.
Cooch Bender, he's related to a friend of mine. He's a hell of a newscaster.
What do you need the pest strip for? I'm still.
I suppose to
Things
keep,
get infected.
keep the operating theater sterile.
Yeah, flies will attract them.
I was like, do you put. I was a little.
I love
confused.
those pest strips.
What?
Oh, they're so cool. You ever walk into a horse stable?
Oh, my, and all the flies stuck
And all
to
the
it.
flies stuck to them. Oh, those are so
Yikes.
cool.
That just reminds me of my friends and the grimy comedian buddies I have. They all have those in their kitchen and they're just loaded up.
Are
in
you
these
serious?
dirty apartments? Yeah, dishes up to the top of the sink.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
I once dated a woman that wore one under her belt. Yikes.
And fleas.
Who knew crabs could fly? But seriously. Cooch Bender.
Okay.
What a guy. Now, Patty G.
Yes, sir.
You've got a new album out there. If I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to look you up right here to see how you're doing in the... there you go. Here we go, right here. Oh, number one.
Right now.
Yep.
Wow.
Number two is One in a Big Chunk. I don't know what that is. Dane Cook, number 4 here. But
Yeah, take that, Dane Cook.
I'm serious. I'm looking at it right now. This is the chart. And number 1, Pat Godwin's Christmas bonus album, available as a download and et cetera, streaming.
That's exciting.
That's cool. Bravo to you, Pat. You feel like playing a little something for us?
Something from that album?
I don't care. What do you got? What do you feel like playing? I know that you can't decide if you want to play the keyboards or the guitar. And as he reaches for his guitar, you think he'd have it in his lap.
Well planned out.
Weigh a lot.
Don't blame this on me. You're searching for something to do. Something from the album. Josh, you could help me out with some background.
I'd be happy to.
Santa is... Sorry.
You guys done?
Not really.
Christmas is very expensive. With toys, kids, and ex-wives, right, Jeff?
Oh, yeah.
Alimony's due on December 22. On the 25th, no gifts will arrive. 'Cause I don't get paid till the 1st. I'm broke, what am I gonna say? I'll tell my son Santa sent me a letter. Now January 3rd's Christmas Day. That's right. January 3rd is Christmas Day. With a ho, 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 and a what the hey. I can get his gifts off layaway. Now the January 3rd's Christmas Day. Since Santa moved Christmas to January, I got a great deal on a tree. Legos were half off. Stores laid half of their staff off. Wrapping paper's practically free. Christmas Eve is January 2nd now. New Year's remains the same. Till your mother remarries, the holidays vary. January 3rd's Christmas Day. On January 3rd comes old Saint Nick. Christmas morning, Santa called in sick. He'll be better in a week when Daddy gets paid. January 3rd, haven't you heard? January 3rd's Christmas Day. Thank you.
Very good.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
Now, we've been interrupted. Jess, are you going to talk or just deliver this? Okay, Jess Hooker just walked in, and she is once again following through on a food-related news story that we had. Jess, this was a couple weeks ago. It was about the Heinz Beans people. Do you want to give me the background again?
Christy, do you have that story?
Yeah, actually in the UK they are bringing back the Heinz Beans baked bean pizza.
Oh,
because it was, I guess, popular at one time in the UK, and now they're bringing it back. So
yeah, I don't know much about it. Here's the news story. Sorry, I didn't have it handy. You're correct. It is Heinz, and it is in the UK, and it calls it a uniquely British take on pizza.
Sure.
And they're actually going to be producing frozen pizzas that, you will go buy the box of your baked bean pizza. Apparently, they're also very popular in Iceland, of all places.
Oh, come on.
Jeff found it.
Never not funny.
Yes, it is. It's always not funny.
I mean, for those of you that are familiar with the never-ending... what's the word I want to use here? Bad reputation of British food. Wow. So just tell us, how did you cook this?
So I got some pre-made pizza dough, and I put, it calls for pizza sauce. On the Heinz website, it calls for pizza sauce, and then you use the Heinz baked beans, obviously, and you have to find these in the British food section of your grocery store.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not. Yeah, not at all. Yeah, that's where I found those, and then...
It's the only part of the grocery store you can smoke cigarettes inside.
That was the French part.
Smells like normal pizza.
Yeah, it does.
Now, is it blazing hot? Is it going to be...
Do you need a
I'm
fork?
not sure.
Have you tried it yet?
No, I haven't tried it yet.
Okay,
so
Josh is trying it.
Yeah.
So you got your cheese, your crust, your tomato sauce, and baked beans,
And your
huh?
beans, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What do you think?
Christy?
Can you taste the beans?
A little bit. Yeah, it tastes very... It's quite good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Pizza? Jeffrey?
Yeah, pretty good.
Tastes like pizza?
Yeah.
You want to try it? Here
You wouldn't even know you were eating baked bean pizza if someone didn't tell you.
I'll try it, but I'm going to get a fork.
It looks... I got to tell you, it looks weird.
It is, and it's very... I don't think that the pizza sauce would be necessary. It kind of makes it soggy in the middle. I would just go with the sauce that comes in the baked beans.
Right.
I would do that. I think that's enough. But if you like pizza sauce...
Is it like a barbecue-y kind of sauce that comes on the beans? Yeah.
Yeah, like that just comes with it.
Tastes just fine.
Base.
Is the texture
Willie, I'll get you
off-putting?
one.
It's very beany. You know what I mean? Like, you're eating baked beans.
I do know what you mean by very beany.
Very beany.
Sorry about that. These kick in quick.
Wouldn't it be great if there was a food that kicked in that quick? That would be so great.
That is good.
I can't believe I just ate a whole piece.
Yeah, it's actually, I'm once again stunned.
It didn't sound bad to me because I like baked
it didn't sound that
beans.
awful.
So it's almost like a barbecue pizza.
So is this, does Heinz not distribute beans in America?
No, they do. It's just not in our bean section. Like Bush's is our biggest selling baked bean in Indiana.
B&M brick oven, I like those.
Yeah.
I've seen those at Myers.
The one in the jar?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Those are nice.
Those are delicious.
It's a nice bean.
So, yeah, a lot of brands, like you can get, in Canada, Kraft peanut butter is very popular. Obviously not here.
Okay. Well, it's interesting because what got me going on this was we saw a recipe making cake with mayonnaise, and we were all going, "Ooh, sucks, awful." And then you made it, and it was incredibly delicious.
Yeah, and so next week to celebrate the holiday, we're going to do mayonnaise eggnog.
Oh, my gosh.
From scratch. I have my Vitamix in here. We're going to mix it all up. And
see, that'll probably be great.
Yeah.
The problem with these experiments is you're such a good cook that, you could make poop on a shingle, and it probably tastes okay.
That's what I thought about this pizza. Like, it needs a little red onion, maybe some arugula,
It's
like
not
something
bad.
else.
Even
Yeah.
hamburger would be
Yeah,
good.
that's true. Very
It just
true.
tastes like pizza if you go to like
No,
the Weird's
you
Kid.
guys are missing all this.
What do you mean?
You need little weenies on here, like a bean and weenie pizza.
My gosh, she's right.
Yeah.
Finally.
Nailed it.
December 9th, Christy gets something right.
And what about instead of pizza cheese, mac and cheese with your baked beans and your hot dogs cut up?
Bean and Weenie sounds like the radio show I'm going to end up on after my dad fires me. Bean and Weenie, I was really doing sports this morning.
Hey, we got Fred Zeppelin with traffic. What's going on, Fred? What do you mean there's a school bus crashing that's on fire?
What did Willie do to get fired by his dad?
No, right? Wow.
I think I'm only 3 bad days away from it. It just takes, it's a series of decisions that need to be made.
I wonder what it is.
No, you're not going to do that.
No, of course not.
Not to interrupt here, but did you post this recipe? Are we going to be able to?
I absolutely can.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll certainly look forward to that.
Very good, Jess. Thank you.
Thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much, Jess. And next week,
Don't look at me. Look, he got mad at me. Chick's doing it from his house.
He's wired in.
He's that good.
Can we please get Chick a remote fart machine?
it wasn't Ace. I didn't see him shift his lungs.
Glad you said shit.
Yeah, I didn't know.
You gotta really hit that ass.
My ears heard something else.
Okay, we're going to come back with a grown-up show. No, we're not. We have some cool Christmas stuff coming up. Also, I want to remind you, my buddy Steven Singer has the #1 gift this holiday season. We talk about various gifts, and look.
Can I be serious for a second?
Yes.
Guys, listen up. You cannot go wrong with diamond earrings. It's a staple. Every woman should have them in her wardrobe. I wear mine every day. I mean,
And if her ears aren't pierced, what a fun thing that would be.
Oh, yeah, add
Get a couple of ice cubes
Sure.
and pierce them right there by the tree.
don't.
Oh, maybe that's a bad idea. The point is, Steven Singer has made this super easy because let's face it, we're all kind of busy. How about this one? You go to IHateStevenSinger.com, click on the Anita Diamond Stud earring set. That's under $300 and whammo, ready to go. Boom, quick. It's simple. Steven makes it easy to buy real diamond jewelry. No phony sales, no haggling, no nonsense. Lots of things to choose from, of course, but this is your simple one-click thing. And by the way, Steven has I guess it's the best guarantee out there. 100 days, 100% no-hassle money-back guarantee, free shipping both ways. If she doesn't like them, whoops, send them right back. Also, if you want to upgrade, maybe you bought some cool earrings or some other diamond thing last year, you want to upgrade, you get full value for your previous purchase. IHateStevenSinger.com. Steven's our good buddy, and he's very trustworthy, and I think you're going to like working with him. Tell him the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Buy real diamonds from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers at IHateStevenSinger.com. That's STEVEN. The V stands for a very good. I don't know why Steven talks like he's Italian, because he isn't. That's the one thing about him that bugs me. When we come back, more lies. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Big Skin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Have you thought about your holiday gifts yet for all those clients and friends? I've got a great idea for you, a great solution, something that'll make everybody happy. The Cheese Store, NNY.com. And let's look at some of this great stuff. Look at this, The Cheese Store, owned and operated by 22 local dairy farmers in northern New York. It's The Cheese Store. There are no supply chain issues, so get those holiday gifts out there for all your clients and your friends.
Get great gifts for the family, co-workers, clients, and more at the Cheese Store, NNY.com. Order today and get free shipping on all orders over $89. The Cheese Store, NNY.com.
If you're looking for the best fudge in the world, look no further than the Uranus Fudge Factory and General Store. Let's go. The Uranus Fudge Factory and General Store. We sell fudge and t-shirts and a whole lot more. Yeah, the best fudge comes from Uranus. It's homemade, that's why it's famous. Fudge packed, fresh daily. Real butter and cream, so tasty. You'll buy it as a joke the first time and the next time because it tastes so damn fine. So head on out to the Uranus Fudge Factory and General Store and get the best fudge in the world.
Such lunar samples brought back from the moon missions in 1969 and 1972 that the Nixon administration gave as gifts to foreign countries, but the item vanished as Cyprus reeled amid war and internal strife in 1974, wound up back in the U.S. and locked up in a vault at NASA, and now has been sent to Cyprus. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show and my face from television. You are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Al from the MES News Center in New York. I'm Tom Bochow. In Bogota, Colombia, Brian Naranjo, age 18, says being small has its advantages, one being having a better view of girls in miniskirts. Standing just 27.9 inches tall.
Wow.
Naranjo was named the smallest man in Latin America by the Guinness Book of Records.
27 inches tall.
Besides holding the #1 position, he fulfilled another dream by going to Disneyland, where he called the It's a Small World exhibit disappointing. In Stockholm, Sweden, Leif Borg, warning he would blow the courtroom into the air just 10 minutes earlier at his divorce trial, pulled dynamite from his briefcase and set it off. killing himself and seriously wounding his wife's lawyer, severing the lawyer's limbs.
Wow.
Witnesses said the explosion occurred during proceedings to determine how the couple's property would be split. For once, a lawyer got the charge that cost him an arm and a leg.
And on a high one, that a boy.
Good move. Throw away the script and get out. Yes, sir.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
She's got a stack of stories for us coming up.
Good stuff.
Pat Godwin playing some music in there. Practicing, are you?
I am.
He's in the music room. There's Jeff Oskey.
Howdy.
Good to see you, pal. Ace Cosby. Hey. We've got that joke of the day coming up. There's Willie Griswold.
Jeff, you have like one single hair, kind of like Superman right now.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Very cool. I'm Josh Arnold, and there is Tom Griswold.
Yeah? No, Jeff's all weird about it.
No, I liked it.
It looked kind of cool, kind of sexy, like when Elvis would take 3 or 4 of them and pop them forward.
Perfect.
Can you imagine Elvis with a big, heavy beard? That'd be weird.
No, I don't.
Or even
I bet he would never
Elvis
do
with
that.
a stash.
I think a big beard on Elvis would have been cool.
Are you sure? Really?
Like if he were to live, if he had lived a little longer, and he was with a big beard.
Oh, Elvis claws.
Yeah, he starts training bears. That seems like something he would do.
That'd be very Elvi-like, wouldn't it? Wait a minute. Josh, can you grab that?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie, how are you?
I'm good. Hey, Christy.
Yes?
I heard that story you did about how people use big, complicated words trying to sound smart.
Uh-huh.
I hate when people do that. There's a dick at work been doing it regular. My favorite's when people use the wrong word for what they're trying to say.
Right.
And then get themselves all confused, like they're trying replacing an easy word with a fancy synonym. And then, like a big word that means the same thing anyway.
Yeah.
Well, they come off looking even stupider.
Yeah, I agree.
I swear to God. Like, if you're really smart like me, you ain't gonna worry about trying to sound smart.
No.
You know, it's like being really good in bed. You ain't got to brag about it. Word gets around. Just ask Angel Skinner's. One day, it's all it took. Hell, after that, her legs were in there so much the bottoms of her feet were sunburned. I swear to God, that's true. But the fact remains, there's 2 different kinds of smarts. Like there's book smarts, and then there's street smarts.
Yeah.
People always brag on book smarts. I'll take street smarts any day of the week. Do book smarts ever get anybody backstage at the Monsters of Rock back in '87 just by pretending to be one of Dawkins' guitar techs?
Got us there.
You bet your ass it didn't. But guess what? Street smarts did. And he's legendary. I got in a fist fight with Lars from Metallica, and I told him I got a bootleg copy of their Ride to the Lightning tape. And I still got the T-shirt with some of his game-used blood stained on it.
Nice.
So my point is, just be yourself, Don't fancy up your words to sound smarter than you are. And don't look down on people stupider than you need are.
You're right. I agree.
Thank you. Stop being so judgy. Because some of us ain't got all day to wander the library expanding their vocabulary or spending thousands of dollars on verbal advantage. Of course, I'll say it like this. You know what? Big words are easy for me because I got a photogenic memory. I swear to God.
That's impressive.
Runs in the family. Oh, and if you're book smart, learn to laugh at yourself. I mean, even make fun of yourself a little bit. That's what I do. Be more like me. Be more self-defecating. Swear to God. Okay, I better run. Like the Italians say, it's chow time. I gotta go.
Okay.
No, I think they say chow. That's very helpful. Wow, I didn't know he had a photogenic memory. No wonder he can remember all this stuff. Thank you very much. I got to tell you something, Christy.
What, dear?
That is a great color on you.
Oh, thanks.
Kind of a reddish purple. What is that?
I call it raspberry, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
A bit subtle.
Taffy? How about taffy?
Is it fuchsia?
Fuchsia? What? I don't know.
That's one of those big words.
Fuchsia?
Not really. It's only about 6 letters.
I think it's heathered pink.
Oh, there you go. Heathered. That's the word.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's figure
Heathered makes everything a little softer.
Yes.
Yeah, you can have a heather green. Did you know that?
Yes.
You have a Heather
Gray.
Locklear?
You have a Heather Locklear.
Locklear's the type of yellow, isn't it?
One of the presidential daughters, Heather Bush. Oh, that's a porno. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
We have, speaking of that sort of thing,
yes.
Interesting story, a warning to the ladies out there. We have taken a stance on this show that any medical advice you get online, double check with a medical professional, because a lot of it's really dumb and very stupid, and don't do it. And that would include this story, Christy.
Lifestyle bloggers have been sharing and praising the benefits of so-called vaginal detoxing. Women are urged to put small satchels of herbs into the vagina for 3 days. The so-called herbal tampons purport to control yeast growth, tighten the vagina, and help relieve conditions like fibroids, bacterial vaginosis, and endometriosis.
Oh, that's all good. Yeah.
No, it doesn't do that, though.
Oh.
They're available for sale on websites like Etsy, but OBGYN Jen Gunter, our MD we go to, says don't do this. She writes in her blog, quote, your uterus isn't tired or depressed or dirty, and your vagina has not misplaced its chakra. She explains that vaginas have evolved to take care of themselves and that the herb satchels may be harmful to the delicate ecosystem that's up in there.
By the way, Dick Hitswater next week is going to be sitting in for herb satchel. write that down, Jeff.
In addition to causing infection, the bags left in for 72 hours could contribute to toxic shock syndrome. A risk tampons also carry if left in more than 8 hours, as all ladies know.
Not to mention fruit flies.
Yeah, ladies, it's a vagina, not a cornucopia. You don't have to,
It is a self-cleaning oven. You
That's
don't
right.
need to do anything.
If anything, maybe some of that taco seasoning that comes in the oven.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Just sprinkle a
at least
little
on Cinco de Mayo.
Spruce it up a bit.
I don't want to be racist. You know, you got to put a little taco
Celebrate.
seasoning.
The screaming O for orgasm, not oregano. What what is it about people that whatever appears in the internet, they start doing this stuff?
I don't think many are.
I don't think many are either.
Is it legal to sell it on Etsy?
I would assume. Why
can
wouldn't it be?
Can you put that out there as a...
They can. It just has to say not FDA approved. It has to have a disclaimer, yeah.
But you also shouldn't be buying any medical stuff from Etsy. You shouldn't be able to buy medical stuff the same place I buy my custom Reggie Miller bobblehead.
You got a custom Reggie Miller bobblehead?
It's very cool. Yeah.
Nice. Do they have a Vic Davalio?
That's the thing. It's custom. You can get whoever you want on there.
You're kidding me.
No, it's very
I've
cool.
got to get Vic Davalio. He was my idol when I was a kid.
What do he look like?
Okay.
He looked like a very small man from Venezuela who was a great baseball player, but not great enough to be an all-star.
Right.
Hey, you know what I'm talking about, Josh. It's okay to have a hero who's just a regular guy.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Yeah.
Who was your favorite ball player from the St. Louis Cardinals?
Oh, man. Back in the day?
Was it one of the big stars?
No, it was probably somebody who, like, I waved to and they waved to me. You know what I mean? Like
Vic Davalio signed my glove.
There you go. Of course he's going to be your favorite, yeah.
And Rocky Colavito. Oh, what great name. It's like poetry, those names.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You could write a quick poem with both Vic Davalio and Rocky Colavito.
I think of cauliflower when I hear Rocky Colavito.
Vic Davalio sure could bunt. Oh, I'm not done yet.
But boy, his wife sure was a... Oh.
Nothing could be finer than Mrs. Davalio's hair. No, wait. Maybe we should stop doing the... Anyway, ladies, once again, Dr. Jen Gunter.
Leave it alone. It's fine.
Gunter is an authority in OBGYN. She actually has a book. I'm not... Now, this is going to sound like I'm making up. Remember the name of her book?
Yeah, I have it.
It's called...
The Vagina Bible?
Yes,
That's
it is
exactly
called the
right.
Vagina Bible,
Yeah.
and it's the fourth chapter, of course, Deuteronomy.
That's right.
Very...
I'm so sorry. That makes me laugh every time.
You're welcome. Coming up, we have dinosaur news. Oh, this is so cool. I love dinosaurs.
I don't think I knew that.
Oh, yeah. When I was a kid, they had a big brontosaurus at this museum I would go to.
That was a Sonico.
They had a brontosaurus. Sunoco, I believe. They had a brontosaurus, and they had the knights in armor suits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would go there every week if my mom would take me. I'm a big fan. But we have some actual breaking dinosaur news.
I can get you a nice chainmail suit if you'd like one.
What?
Yeah.
You have a friend in the night business?
I know somebody that... My nephew has a guy, and he made him this...
A chainmail guy?
It's a... you should. He got him a jacket, like a
You
shirt.
want one of those? I'll just call Sir Benny.
Heavy. You can't even carry it. I don't know how these guys.
I'm okay watching others in them. I think I'm too old.
I know a guy who can sell you a brontosaurus. That's right.
Really? A live one?
No.
When we come back, we'll explore all these things. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
I want to thank you, old Saint Nick, for the stuff that you leave on the eve of Christmas Day. Worldwide overnight delivery's quite a trick, and it ain't no wonder that you ain't got time to shave. I know that you've been making me a toy up in the Arctic, and I hope this message reaches you before you've time to start it. Some folks like their Christmases all blue or even white, but for me the color green is exactly right. Santa, don't you bother with the chimney no more. Slip my present into an envelope and slide it under the door, cause nothing says Merry Christmas like cash, cash, cash. Yeah. Don't need two front teeth or mistletoe kisses. Jackson Franklin grants my wishes. All I want for Christmas is cash, cash, cash. Oh, the size is perfect and the style's just right. You know that it's the color I dig. And never, ever, ever would you hear me say, does this money in my pocket make my butt look big? Show me what the holiday spirit's about with a nice wire transfer into my offshore account. Cause nothing says Merry Christmas like cash, cash, cash. Santa, don't you be no Ebenezer. Pay off the balance on this here Visa, cause nothing says Merry Christmas like cash, cash, cash. Oh, the size is perfect and the style's just right. You know that it's color I dig. And never, ever, ever would you hear me say, does this money in my wallet make my butt look big? Santa, don't you bother with the chimney no more. Slip my present into an envelope and slide it under the door, cause nothing says Merry Christmas like cash, cash. Nothing says Merry Christmas like cold hard. Nothing says Merry Christmas like cash, cash, cash.
How's that sound? Well, that sounds very nice. Thank you. Haywood has his guitar out.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Thank you. So go ahead. I'm just getting ready for it.
Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18 wheels on a big rig. Everybody, here we go. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18 wheels on a big rig. And they're rolling, 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 rolling. Okay, let's back them up. Here we go. Oh, there's 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wheels on a big rig. Okay, the even numbers.
It's an easy one.
Oh, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 wheels on a big rig. And they're rolling, 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 rolling. Okay, by 1.5. So here we go. Uh-oh.
Oh, there's 1 and a half, 3, 4 and a half, 6, 7 and a half, 9, 10 and a half,
18
13. We on a big rig, and they're rolling. Okay, the odd numbers. Here we go. Oh, there's 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, 9, on a big rig, and they're rolling.
Math is hard.
Okay, Roman numerals.
I'm ready for this one.
All right, go.
Oh, there's I, V, V, I, V, I, V, I, X, 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 I, X, I, X, I, X, I, V, X, V, X, V, I, X, V, I, X, V, I, wheels on a big rig.
Very good.
Roman. Okay, Roman numerals backwards. Here we go.
No.
Oh, there's X, V, I, X, V, I, X, V, I, X, V, X, I, V, X, I, X, I, X, I, X, I, X, V, I, V, I, V, I, V, I, V, I, wheels on a big rig. And they're Roman.
All right.
Zowie. The backwards one. The backwards Roman
That's
numerals.
impressive.
The answer is aye, sir. Aye, sir.
Aye, sir. Aye, sir.
Yes.
The question. Tough envelope.
What does the Coat Girl say to Sammy D?
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Howdy.
Pat Godwin in the music room.
Hello.
Jess Hooker has joined us this morning.
Hello.
She made a delicious baked bean pizza earlier. It was wonderful. Jeff Oskey here.
That's right.
Ace Cosby, how are you?
Fed. Well fed. I was going to say well fed.
He's well fed. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
Josh Arnold, well fed up.
You fed up with Ace already?
He knows better. There's Tom Griswold.
Don't tell Oskey he's got the curly hair thing sticking out again, Willie.
Oh, leave him
What's wrong?
alone.
Do you need a headband?
I guess.
Yeah.
Christy, off air earlier this morning, said that she attended a police function and cop one who looked like me. And she said that we know who the undercover cop is.
Oh, God.
I don't like looking like an undercover cop.
No.
Have you ever tried buying drugs looking like this? It makes it very difficult.
Dude, this is entrapment. Just give me the drugs, please.
Dude, I promise I took my shirt off. I'm not wired.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We were talking about.
kind of look like an undercover cop.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, you at a concert.
Say to me, he looks more like an under the bridge resident.
Aww. He doesn't look homeless.
I'm about a car away from it.
I have a joke I could do, but I won't.
We should have somebody do a joke. We haven't heard one today.
Are you referring to the Ace Cosby joke?
Yes.
Do you think I'm that cheap that I would let you do?
Sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Josh, you're a believer. Bigfoot has been sighted in Europe.
Is that right?
But they don't call him Bigfoot there.
What do they call him?
Big meter.
That was
right. Man, when he's right, he's right. And you know what's right for the holidays? Omaha Steaks. Achieve gifting greatness when you give the gift of perfectly aged, tender, delicious Omaha Steaks. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use promo code BTS at checkout. You're going to get $40 off your order. Minimum order may be required. Thank you, Ace. I hadn't heard of the European sightings of Big Meter.
Now, once again, it's all true. I spent some time again yesterday getting some more. I had to get a new address for Kostaki because I'm sending them boxes of Omaha Steaks.
Okay.
It's the perfect gift. They don't want to get a T-shirt with my face on it.
No, they don't.
I give those to you guys.
I know.
I give them Omaha
Lucky
Steaks.
us.
Wait till you see this year's gift.
I still have a jar of condoms with your face on it. Nobody wants those.
Well, I imagine.
Talk about birth control.
You're really setting yourself up for a joke.
I had one of those. I had just one of those, and I needed it, and I instead chose to make a 10:30 p.m. drive to CVS. I go, there's no way I'm using
That's a lot of therapy right there.
I can't do that.
Yeah, that'd be rough.
Could have just done what I do. Yeah, I'm wearing one. Yeah.
Willie,
what a fun thing to joke about.
Willie, you gotta think walk into a therapy session and just reach into your wallet, pull out a condom, and throw it on the table. And go, that's my dad.
Hey, I never thought about this. With your history, do all those condoms have holes in them?
That is a true Tom Griswold condom.
Is that Joe? Yeah.
Of course.
Joke's on you.
No, I just don't wear them. Where were we? Oh, I know. Speaking of the realm of adult things.
Yes.
We were trying to help the ladies out there with, there's one of these internet things going around again about, how do they word it? The benefits of so-called vaginal detoxing. And the OBGYN, Dr. Jen Gunter, who is a famous OBGYN and has written the book, The Vagina Bible, says, ladies, don't do this.
Right.
She's only one opinion, so let's not forget that.
No, it can cause toxic shock. People or women, rather, are buying these, what they're describing here is satchels of herbs, inserting it in their mommy parts, and it can cause toxic shock.
It sounds all right.
No, it's ridiculous. Don't get your medical advice from me or from the internet.
Nothing wrong with a little puss-pourri.
The smell of rosemary does it for you? Is that it?
Teabagging is much different than this, ladies.
Well, that's the thing. A couple of years ago, they called them yoni steamers, and you could buy them online, and they were essentially like a wooden travel toilet type looking thing. It was like a wood box with a hole on top, and then you put a steaming pot with the herbs in it, and then you sat on top of it and you steamed your yoni.
Your yoni.
Wow. Are you using the royal you, or are you referring to you as you did this?
No, I didn't do. Look, I'm crunchy, but I'm not that crunchy.
Okay,
like
cool.
I didn't. No.
What does the term crunchy mean in that?
It means like hippie, like granola, like granola crunchy. No, that's probably not the place to use that.
You could
term,
actually go places and have this done,
yes, absolutely.
To a spa.
Would that be considered semi-beneficial, or is it just one of those things?
I don't know.
It's a way for them to get money out of your pocket.
Okay.
I mean, you steam your face, and that has benefits. So maybe steaming.
Yeah, but you don't have to get the wrinkles out of your vagina.
Maybe some do.
Now, I assume someone mentioned steamed clams. And that kind
No one mentioned it.
Okay. In any event,
Some Old Bay seasoning.
ladies, this is probably not the place to be hearing news about your mommy part. Talk to medical professionals. Don't do stupid stuff that's on the internet. Don't eat, what are those, Tide Pods. Don't be an idiot. But Pat, you apparently have a song about
Don't put herbs in your vagina. Like Jess says, it's its own self-cleaning oven. You'll grow mold there, infection and draw fleas. Take the herbs out your coochie. It could make yeast and cheese. I can't sing the title of this song. 'Cause in this context, it'd be wrong. Plain vagina, no herbs inside ya. Leave them alone. Leave your vag alone.
Okay.
So what you're saying is that's not based on a song called Country Roads. Okay.
No.
We'll just move right forward from there. That's very nice. Now, I believe we've completed sports. Is that correct?
Yeah, like an hour ago.
Yeah.
We're chilling.
I always have to check. We do have Christy Lee at the news desk. We can squeeze in one more story. You got a good one over there?
Topless beaches are now legal in Nantucket, Massachusetts.
Huh.
Oh, that'll affect one
Easy.
person per 4 million in America.
CNN reports that earlier this year, a local-led Gender Equality on Beaches campaign proposed a bylaw amendment that would allow for anyone of any gender to go nude from the waist up while on the beach on the island. Residents voted yes on the proposal bylaw in May, with the decision becoming official when Massachusetts Attorney General Maura Healey approved it on December 6th.
So they went all summer with this thing in the books, and she waited till now to approve it?
Apparently, so next summer you'll be able to do this. You do it now, you're going to be, you're going to be pointy.
Chilly?
Talk about THO.
Yeah.
It's going to make those limericks a lot spicier.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
How would that go?
Well, there was a topless woman in Nantucket. They were already pretty disgusting.
Sure.
But now, wow. Well, that's so goes Nantucket, so goes no other place on earth. Isn't that like the wealthiest people in the world live there, right?
I don't know. I'm not up on that, but
it's a nice place for sure.
I thought it was the Hamptons but
I think it's even more exclusive.
Wow.
But, nice to know that you can.
Well, then that. Well,
it seems like a kind of a ridiculous way to get there by saying it's a gender equality issue.
That's kind of been around for a little bit.
Yeah, that has
Miley
been.
Cyrus was big on this too.
There was the Free the Nipple campaign.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not against it. I'm just saying it's kind of a legalistic way to get around it.
Right.
This is I love this. I only want this because I'm a creep, but now I can say I want it because I'm progressive.
There you go.
It's a win-win, Willie.
I'm a feminist. Show me them things.
I do think you could use the same legal logic, which we've abandoned in this country, to get urinals in ladies' rooms.
Why would that ever be a necessity?
Equality, Josh. It would be pointless and stupid, but I think you could certainly make that argument, which hasn't stopped our court system from. By God, let's start putting urinals in the ladies'
Our
rooms.
own Christy Lee yesterday suggested she wouldn't mind trying a urinal. Remember that?
Yeah, I don't know how it'd work, but
I think you need an oil funnel or something. Yeah.
You could back into it.
No.
The thought of that?
Yeah, no kidding.
It had to be the right height because I couldn't.
You could use a dustpan and kind of just angle it the right way.
Have you considered that? She's not that old.
That sounds like an invention.
I was not going there.
It seemed like you had, Rick.
Okay, well, again, more problem solving. From the inventors on the Bob and Tom program. A couple quick things coming up. Once again, dinosaur news. I'm very excited about that. A weird story. Maybe you've heard this, Jessica. Have you ever heard of that cheese causes nightmares? I've never heard this. 25% of people believe this, so they don't eat cheese at night.
I have never heard this. And I don't know if I've had this experience. Now I'm going to pay closer attention.
I think they say the first line is it's a myth.
I get really scared. I think there's a monster in my closet.
That'll happen.
Yeah. We shouldn't even do the story now. That's the best joke we're going to get. I think that we've already got the A+ one right there. That was good. I'll remind you of a couple quick things. Everyone is super busy right now. The holidays are here. How about something to save yourself some time and still have some great food? I'm talking about HelloFresh. You know how it works. HelloFresh does the shopping, and it's the finest ingredients, and you save money because they're shopping in bulk. They ship them to you, and oh, by the way, they don't just ship random stuff. They have recipes, and they've already done all of the measuring for you. So the quality ingredients arrive pre-portioned. And I think it's safe to say at peak freshness, and you can make great meals like, what do you got over there, Willie?
One of my favorites, the barbecue pulled chicken tacos with creamy slaw and red onion. This is all done in one pan. It's super easy. HelloFresh sends you 8 ingredients. Put those together in 4 easy steps. In 20 minutes, that's it. You have this delicious, colorful taco dish from our friends at HelloFresh.
And HelloFresh has got every different type of food. So I'll make up a term. Your food lifestyle, is that okay? So if you're a vegan, they can match up to you very easily. If you are into comfort food, they got plenty of that. Maybe you're doing low-cal or low-carb, and you can mix up the sides and get it all done. HelloFresh is going out of their way to make this easy. They can also change your delivery days if you're going on vacation. Typically more than 35 weekly recipes to choose from, including those very special quick and easy ones. This is also great for date night, and it's really great for teaching the kids how to cook. So hang out with the family, make some great food from HelloFresh. Restaurant quality food. Now, you got to know the code, and it's real simple. It's BT Show 18. We just changed it to BT Show 18 because it means 18 free meals and free shipping as part of a very special package. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you by putting that code, BT Show 18. You'll need it a couple of times. Just log on to HelloFresh.com/BT Show 18. 18 free meals and free shipping. When we come back, we got a message in a bottle. We've got a really interesting scientific examination of flushing a toilet. And after you hear this, it's life-changing.
Yeah.
You'll be fleeing the room as you flush. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up, get...
You mentioned WVON.
Yeah, that's where my dad worked when he started in radio.
Everything in the world is not based around Chicago. Did you know that?
I know that. I was just trying to have a nice conversation with my friend Roy Wood Jr.
I can't tell you how wrong you are about all of that.
I know Chicago is not the end-all and be-all of everything.
That's not true.
But it's close.
And what Roy doesn't know about me is that I'm a White Sox fan. And so he and I have some other things to discuss.
You know what's funny is that I found out from black people in Chicago that there are not a lot of black Cubs fans because the Cubs are on the north side, the whole racial divide in the city. And I went to Chicago and, yay, Cubs! And black people were just like, what? Did you just say go Republicans? I'm like, no.
White Sox are the South Side team. I'm a South Side guy. And I'm very proud of the ethnic diversity of our fandom. It's really good.
The Cubs had a black guy with a Jerry curl. It doesn't get more progressive than that. Have the White Sox had any Jerry curl players?
How are you?
Maybe Sammy Sosa.
How's it going?
Sammy Sosa was a White Sox first.
Roy is going to Rangers, White Sox, Cubs.
Foot behind his head. I don't know how this. Well, I know how it started. Christie did it first, and evidently Roy has said that he can do it.
General manager.
Yeah, I can do this. Take this, Christie. This is me. Leg behind the head.
When I hear the snap, I'm calling 911.
You should get on the floor and try it.
Hold my leg.
Okay, I got it.
And then I'm going to go under. No, that ain't. Okay. No. Whew. Stretch my ass.
I don't think that qualifies as a success.
How about putting my leg behind your head?
Well, now it's gotten.
That could work. We could work that out. Probably. Work it out. I mean, my leg behind your head.
No.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show now presents Cliff Notes Theater. Condensed presentations of timeless classics. Today's story, Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol.
All right, you workers. It's Christmas. Now get back to work. I'm sleepy. I'm going to bed.
Hey, Scrooge, I'm a ghost. You need to change.
Okay, I learned my lesson. Here's a turkey.
This has been Cliff Notes Theater. There you go. When you just don't have time to watch the whole movie.
At the news desk.
Hey.
See how it's done there, Pat Goblin? I'm teaching you a little thing about music and song.
Coming up, an email about me peeing in a urinal coming from Great Britain, actually. So.
About that, there's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
Hi there. Jeff Oskey's here.
That's right.
Chick McGee a little under the weather today. We hope he gets better very, very soon. Ace Cosby looking great.
Christy, I have an oil funnel in the car.
No, that's all right. I'm not going to use your oil funnel, but I appreciate the offer.
I mean, we could make this happen today. Well, yeah, there is a urinal.
Do we have a
there's
urinal
Willie Griswold.
You know, the bottom of a urinal kind of just is a funnel, right? So if you get the right angle on the thing.
I'm Josh Arnold. There's Tom. Tom, are we going to let Christy pee like a
once
man?
again, there's a reason for this discussion. This all started in Nantucket with the way they're now allowing topless bathing in Nantucket, as of a couple days ago, again, a little late in the season, is because it's some kind of equal protection under the law thing. And I'm saying the same logic. I'm not opposed to this, by the way, but I'm just saying the same logic could require them to put urinals in ladies' rooms. As it is, I'm all in favor of the "we don't care" signs on bathrooms.
Right.
Although they need to be more specific. I mean, when it says they don't care, well, I just did it in the floor.
Yeah.
Sign says they don't care.
Sir, we care a little bit.
But do you remember, we had a news story a couple years ago about someone who had invented some kind of funnel.
The funnel. Wasn't it called that?
Yeah, I think so. It's ridiculous.
It was like for ladies to be outside.
I loved it.
Yeah, like it was really.
I think it was called Le Funnel, actually.
Yeah.
Well, sure, fancy it up.
It was geared towards
if you have to go outside.
concert parking lots.
Right. Yeah, or you're in a campground or something. But this is from Chris in Penistone near Sheffield in the UK.
Ooh.
He said, if Christy wants to pee in a urinal, have her watch the full Monty. It's everything she needs to know. Although with her being so short, she might need a child's urinal, which is generally lower.
So funny. So funny.
What are the places? Yeah, I'm sorry.
Do you remember at the older venues, they used to have the ones went down to the floor?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Wouldn't that be easier to...
Well, you could just stand doors like being in the shower.
You don't see those as often.
There's a major concert hall here in town that has those.
Yeah.
And I hate them because...
Splashback?
Ugh. Well, yeah, it's all over your shoes.
Yeah.
You also... You realize the power of things when you wear shorts.
Yeah, exactly.
The guy next to you. Could they put like a thing here? I'm getting...
I hate it. Afterwards, you have to wash your hands and your shins. Jeez.
I hate when you go in and the only urinal left is the little kid's urinal. And so you're belly up to that and kind of squat down to get in there.
And the kid there hates it.
Yeah.
I like the trough at like races at the Cubs. They have the trough there because you go there at the beginning of the game and you're like, man, I didn't know I was anxious about this. And then you have 3 beers and you're like, woo! Party time!
I used to have to pee at the old arena in St. Louis at the hockey games, and I would just be a kid standing next to these grown men. It was like being on the Maiden of the Mist.
Niagara Falls.
Yeah, that is the trauma that has caused generations of boys having to deal with that. Or the places where they don't put doors on the toilets.
That is, my junior high had that for, I was like, who craps here?
No, that's honestly at my son's school's like that. And and the second he gets home, it's straight. Like no one does.
Isn't this going to? I mean,
at home.
Again, I'm not a qualified physician. If I were a physician, I would be very unqualified and awful. Wouldn't this be bad for the bladder and the bowel system?
I would think so.
Not be using a facility because it's like this?
Yeah. Right.
How can legislators allow that?
But I don't
also,
blame
while
them
they're
for
at
not
it,
wanting to.
You're right. And while they're at it, I'll speak for Willie here. Ashtrays, please, in the boys' room.
Ashtrays?
I don't smoke in the bathroom.
They all vape now.
Smokes in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Now, Jeff, are there more than one toilet in the bathroom? Or I mean, I can't imagine sitting.
No, it has the stall sides.
Okay,
but just not
no
the doors.
door, and it's right in front of the sink, so the
Yeah, it
mirrors
doesn't make
are
any sense.
That's so bizarre.
That's traumatizing children.
Yeah. The first time I saw that, it was my buddy's frat house, and he
Yeah.
said that it was because years ago they were doing too much cocaine.
Yes.
And so they had to get rid of the doors so people couldn't have that amount of privacy, I guess.
Well, frat house one thing, junior high another.
Very different. Yeah, I agree.
In the junior high, they're
And by
snorting
the way,
Pixie Sticks.
a little sidelight. If you're a junior high school teacher, God bless you.
Oh yeah.
Dealing with one kid that age is rough. A classroom full of them?
Right.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Miserable.
Yeah. Well, again, my suggestion, teachers shouldn't have to pay income taxes. But
Well, some.
Speaking of bathrooms,
Wait,
scientists...
hang on a second. Now, how are you going to alienate some of the teachers?
You're not allowed to
Because
say
some
that.
of the teachers suck.
Oh.
Yeah. You mean
We all
Mr.
had
AV
bad
guy?
teachers.
Yeah.
The guy who every Monday and Friday reels in the AV.
I liked that guy.
Yeah.
My favorite teacher.
I had a U.S. history teacher. We just watched the John Adams miniseries on HBO for 2 months. It was awesome.
Some of my best friends are teachers, and they talk about the other teachers that just aren't good.
Yeah.
Like it's, so there's some bad. But we all know that.
Sure.
Because remember when you were in school and people would go, what do you want to be? And the dumbest kid in class would raise their hand and go, I'm going to be a teacher. No, please don't. Please don't.
Maybe he just needed more time to figure out algebra. Maybe he just needed to be in that classroom a little bit longer.
Well, we're talking about bathroom habits. We actually have something in the news that coincides with this. Scientists at the University of Colorado at Boulder
Go Buffs.
are shining a light on how toilet water sprays germs into the air when you flush. According
This
to the
is, by the way, I'm going to interrupt here. If you've seen this video,
at least he's letting us know now.
No, but I mean, this is not. This is a story that we're not just doing it because it's about this topic. This video is really disturbing.
Yeah, it is. According to the university, flushing causes a plume of aerosolized particles that are known to transport pathogens and could pose an exposure risk to those using public bathrooms. The study found airborne particles shoot out at speeds of 6.6 feet per second. Reaching 4.9 feet above the toilet within 8 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Smaller particles can even remain suspended in the air for several seconds. Lead study author John Cromaldi said, quote, we had expected these aerosol particles would just sort of float up.
The toilet scientist is named John. A little on the nose.
Cromaldi.
In the nose.
John Cromaldi said they came shooting out like a rocket.
Okay, this is worth looking at and not just listening to us. Josh, this looks like a light show at a Pink Floyd concert. Willie, can you see this?
I'll show
There's
you.
a toilet. These guys were using these lasers, and it shows the stuff flying up from the toilet. It's brutal.
So they're recommending closing
the lid, but
when you can. Yeah.
But as Christy was saying earlier, a lot of, I think in some states anyway, public toilets can't have lids.
So I'm a big courtesy flusher guy. I even do that when I'm alone at home.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're just shooting them right back up
now
your
you're
butt.
coating your buttocks.
But I'm also a wipe guy.
Do you wipe the whole thing clean? Do you go the whole?
No, I wipe my buttocks.
Your bottom
with the what the hell are those?
A wet wipe? A dew
Yeah,
wipe?
thank you.
Like a wet wipe,
Well, if you're flushing those things, I hope you have a good plumber because he's going to be coming by.
Do you get the cheeks too?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is I'll get because of this. I'll
Every
go ahead.
time?
I do. Yeah.
Wow, that fascinates me for some reason.
Well, this laser thing, this looks like
it's
when
like
the guy flushes, it looks like the Death Star blowing up Alderaan.
See, that's why I don't flush. Walk out and leave it.
But here's what's bugging me about this.
Alderaan.
This is
no way
within range of your toothbrush.
Yes,
that's another thing. I
always close the lid at home before I flush.
And I have a cap on my toothbrush. Don't you guys have a plastic? You have a plastic thing over?
I have it in the medicine cabinet. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't know. This is going to change everything for me.
I really bet it doesn't change that much. I bet you're pretty. I've seen you wash your hands, open the door, and run out all in one motion.
Yes, of course.
It's like there's a fire in there.
By the way, anybody ever experienced this thing? And maybe this is just here. We have in the bathrooms. We have both the squirter soap and the squirter hand sanitizer. Do you ever do the squirter soap and then run out thinking it's the hand sanitizer and you're rubbing it and thinking, this is not going away?
We all pay attention.
We know what we're doing.
Well, they're in the exact same bottles. I don't know how you can tell.
Well, they sure aren't.
It is very clear.
The bottles
the other
have
one is tinted.
Different sizes, different labels.
Yeah.
Exact same.
It's real amazing.
Exact different bottle.
Why are you sanitizing after you've already washed your hands anyway?
Because I'm touching doors that you people have all been around.
I know.
You're all breathing.
So gross.
Yeah, we are existing.
Yes.
Speaking of science, does cheese give you nightmares? Apparently, there is no scientific evidence backing up this myth, but a recent survey found nearly a quarter of adults avoid eating cheese throughout the year because they think it gives them nightmares. However, 40% of those surveyed said they plan to put their fears aside and eat cheese daily this holiday season.
I have never heard this.
Story.
Nor have I. That's interesting.
I think that's a personal. I can't take a multivitamin or any kind of vitamin before bed. It will give me nightmares. No question.
Wow.
Yeah.
I always take my vitamins at night before I go to bed.
Yeah.
Somatic, or do you think it's physically related to the actual content of the vitamin?
Well, I've tried different vitamins. I've tried different supplements, and I just can't take anything before I go to sleep.
That's so weird. I take everything at night before I go to bed because it makes my stomach upset if I take it in the morning.
I find when I do my nightly coffee enema, I really use the decaf. I use the decaf.
Well, I hope.
Otherwise, my ass is up all night.
Yeah.
Well, that's just not Gouda. If you're, you're
That's
taking,
not good.
You know what? No, it isn't.
And every time we do a cheese story,
I have never heard anyone say, I'm not going to eat that pizza because it's going to keep me up all night. I have issues with Chinese food.
Okay.
well, that's MSG.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Weird nightmares, but
Yeah.
Will you ever get
Totally
nightmares
MSG.
from eating cheese at night?
Yeah, man. It makes me think I have a monster in the closet. Was it good?
Yes. Well worth
Was round two still fun?
It was so good.
Even good reheated.
Here we go. I got another. This is going to be less good. It'd be much better if there was an eagle sound effect at the end. But whenever I eat Kraft singles before bed, I find I have the American dream. Wow! Nothing. Nothing on that
I'll
one.
tell you, the eagle noise made it for me.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm glad you liked
He
that.
did the talons.
Wow. I have never heard anyone say this about cheese. This just seems weird to me.
Do you guys have anything that makes you have nightmares, specific?
No.
I found if
My
right
life.
before bed, if I take acid,
Wait a minute.
I have some crazy dreams.
Hear what Pat
I have
said?
another
My
joke.
life.
Oh, sorry.
I have another joke I can't do about Jeff Hoskey and what gives him nightmares. I'll tell you off.
Oh, we all know.
We know.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you? Jeff's life is perfect. You kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
He comes in here with these made-up stories. Woe is me.
Oh, I know.
I've been to his mansion.
You ever been there when he asked me if I know a hitman? And I tell him I do.
Jeff is one of the nicest people in the world who has the worst luck, I swear.
I have great luck. Life's good. Don't link me in with Godwin.
What did you tell me today? He said, I have to take all my Christmas lights down. I just got them up.
Is that true?
Yeah, we're getting a new roof on Monday, and they're like, "Oh, you got to take down all your Christmas lights."
I'm like, you got me kidding me?
Your neighbors are going to think your kids did something terrible and you had to ruin Christmas.
That's so
Not
funny.
this year, kids.
Yeah, you're blowing. I'll take down all the lights.
Remember what Mr. Hoskey did? That's right.
Yes.
No, Patty G, yesterday Got your eye sealed shut when you woke up.
Yeah,
you
I
drove
sent you a
to
picture.
drove to the drugstore to get some medicine and your
Dead battery.
Dead battery.
But the great AAA helped me out.
Okay.
Yes.
What did they tell you about your eye?
It's like just a little infection that could have with the red eye thing that you use. There could
Is
be
this
some
from being too close to?
bacteria.
Is this from having your eye too close to
It's called
the
pink
source
eye.
of fecal matter?
No.
Have you been
Yeah.
flushing with the toilet seat up?
Have you been
You wash
digging
your
in with the old
hands?
girlfriend?
I dig in as deep
Got
as
a
I
face
can.
full in?
You playing peekaboo? Uh-oh. Hey.
Oh, when you got a new, you had to get a new battery because you also got
a rim job.
Oh, God.
Wow.
I'm going to hear about that.
So that's fair game now. We're just doing that now.
No, that's the place that.
That's exactly. It's an automotive. Please, Billy,
They take your rims and they trim them up for you. I got to get mine done. They're all scratched up.
Give them a spit shine.
Okay. Very.
Boy.
You got a teaser for me, Christy Lee?
Yeah, a message in a bottle, at least something kind of positive out of that Fort Myers Beach cleanup. And a girl in California has received permission to have a unicorn. We'll tell you about that coming up.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
Man, they're wacky out there, aren't they?
Yeah, they
Don't
are.
forget that big dinosaur news.
Oh, yeah.
I want to congratulate once again from Mountain Home, Idaho, our big winner, Gerald Rao, won himself the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Nice job. We are now entering week 14. We are in week 14 of the NFL, and you can find out all about the information about being part of next week by going to bobandtom.com/contest. Right now, there's no contest when it comes to getting a great gift. Diamonds, of course, number one. And Steven Singer, well aware of that, and you'll find all the information at IHateStevenSinger.com. He's got one click away, and you've got those diamond stud earrings. That's the number one gift suggestion this holiday season. The Anita diamond stud earring set, under $300. And Steven Singer makes it so easy to buy real diamond jewelry. No haggling, no nonsense, no weird sales. It's a great day every day at IHateStevenSinger.com. Real diamond studs. And by the way, famous for the upgrade. If you had some diamond studs last year or whatever, you can send it back and upgrade for full value. The famous lifetime trade-in guarantee. Also, a full 100-day, 100% no-hassle money-back guarantee at IHateStevenSinger.com. And the beauty of this is you could do this right now. And let me look at the clock here. It'll probably go out today if you get that order in before 2 o'clock Eastern time. So be prepared and be smart by doing it right now. Shop for your Christmas or your holiday stuff. No risk. IHateStevenSinger.com. Real diamonds from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers at IHateStevenSinger.com. Once again, coming up, I'm very excited about this dinosaur story. I can tell no one else is. And we got to update you on that deer with the Christmas lights and the antlers. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey there, Bob and Tom Show family. Become a VIP member today. Go to bobandtom.com/VIP. You'll be able to watch the live stream of the morning show at your convenience anytime you want. That's right. No commercials. You get to see what the gang is doing during a commercial break. Usually Tom doing something weird or chick eye-rolling Tom. Plus, you're going to be able to download podcasts, our catalog, other audio bits without commercials. You can watch the show on your big TV at home if you have Apple TV or Roku. VIP members, oh, look at that. You can watch us in your living room or in bed. Don't be weird. Become a VIP today.
Okay, now, Pat is going to remove her wig. Go ahead, Pat. Can you see it? We're taking a little video.
Well, let Miss Pat put a hat on.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you yanked it right off. There
Is that clipped on? Oh, no, you've got like a yarmulke. Wait a minute.
That's a skull cap to hold the wig on.
Looks kind of like
so
a yarmulke.
So it don't fly off in the wig, Tom.
See, we're already down to the skull on your head, so we don't give you a skull
Miss
cap.
Pat is now going to place her wig on my head. That's really tight, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, jeez.
Let me do it. Don't mess up my wig, Tom.
You've got a giant melon,
Are you supposed
Tom.
to cover my
I had no
ears?
idea.
Yeah, for a minute. Wait a minute, Tom. I got this.
Ow!
Let the listeners know out there that there are about 30 cameras right now
You're really hurting my ear.
Let me make sure it's styled right.
trained on Tom.
Do I have bangs? I just want to have.
You look like Weird Al Yankovic.
Chick, describe how do I look? I can't see.
You have a very dark, curly-haired wig on your head, and with your pale skin, you kind of look like
Tommy Lee Jones in Lincoln.
Tommy Lee Jones in Lincoln.
Not Denzel?
No.
Not Denzel in Flight?
You're a little too light.
You remind me of Tommy Lee
Just
Jones.
because you
in
have
Lincoln.
dark hair does not make you a black man.
Absolutely.
The 13th Amendment will.
Did Tommy Lee Jones have the black wife?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes.
You're giving up. Don't give
That's
away
right.
the movie.
Uh-huh.
They already won the Oscar. You sure do, Tom. You need a sister in your bedroom, Tom.
Oh, yeah.
I have to.
That's what you need,
I was
Tom.
hoping for Denzel, and I've got.
You don't look like
You
Denzel.
look like a slave owner.
Christy hit it on the nose. You do look like Tommy Lee Jones in Lincoln.
Yeah.
Did you hear what she just said?
No.
He looked like a slave owner.
I look like a slave owner.
That was for me today, Tom.
Oh, yes. Look at that.
It'd be very uncomfortable.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
As far as I know, that. Never mind. We'll just move forward.
Miss Pat could be your Sally Hemings. How about that?
This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you everything I touch turns to sold.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
We have a guy that is, I mentioned earlier, internationally famous for a little something. It's the only talk show devoted to the artistry of the bass guitar. It's a little thing we like to call Bass Talk. Wow. It's the Bass Talk show with Mark Christopher Roman on the bass.
Yes.
Marcus, how are you, sir?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
Well, this bass player, he was having trouble finding a gig.
Mm-hmm. What a surprise.
Yeah. So he decides to take a part-time job in a funeral home.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So he's working with the funeral director, and they're late one night, and a local guy named Stanley Smith had just died. And he's there on the table in front of him, and they're just amazed at this guy's certain body part.
Oh.
It's incredible. It's astounding, actually. And it's bigger than any porno stars you've ever seen.
Wow.
So between the two of them, they decide this has to be saved for posterity. So they remove the body part. And they, well, who would know, right?
Right.
So they remove it and they stick it in this great big glass jar with formaldehyde. Well, the bass player decides he's going to take it home and show his wife. So he takes it home and he sets it on the table. He says, honey, come in here. You got to see this thing that I just brought back from the funeral home.
Yeah.
So she comes in and she takes one look at the jar and she goes, oh, my gosh. Stanley Smith is dead?
people flock to the airwaves to hear the fabulous show.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Soon.
Hello there. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the music room.
Hey, Josh.
Jess Hooker is here.
Hello.
Jeff Oskey's here.
That's right.
There's Ace Cosby with a joke of the day coming up. Or did we do one?
We did one.
We can do one.
We did do one?
Yeah.
Can't do one.
Big meter.
It was directed at you. It was a Bigfoot
How could I
joke.
have forgotten? Oh, that's right. Pretty easily. There's Willie Griswold.
I mean, it would have been a better joke if Bigfoot were called Big Yard. Because meter, yard, more or less the same. The foot would be.
But it's in Europe.
I'm Josh Arnold. There's Tom Grizzy.
Okay, thank you very much. I
Grizzy.
appreciate that. I've got a lot going on. We'll try to squeeze in a couple of those Christmassy requests.
Is that right, Grizzy? I'm making this a thing.
But first, we return to the news desk with Christy Lee. Christy?
Google is recapping 2022 by revealing some of the most popular search trends on the platform this year. The most popular searches, number 5
is alive.
Bob Saget.
Bob Saget.
That's depressing.
Not alive. Number 4, Queen Elizabeth.
Equally depressing.
Number 3, Betty White.
Okay, for God's sake. Anybody alive gets searched.
Well, I don't know how you feel about this. Election results.
Yep,
Number
that's
2.
even worse. Keep going.
The most popular search on Google for 2022, Wordle.
Yay!
I get it. It makes sense because people didn't know if it was an app or you had to go on the NYT website. They changed the writers. Right now, there's like a writer's strike going on at Wordle. I get it. There's a lot of news around it. People are obsessed with it.
A writer's strike at Wordle.
Yeah, today's word only was 4 letters.
Yeah, boy,
that's 5.
Man.
Either you play or you don't. I don't. You don't.
It's simple. It's fun.
No, I don't trust it.
Just
You don't trust it?
No. What don't you trust about Wordle?
Because the 4 letters are USSR. They're bringing it back, those commies.
Any app that's popular, that has that much mass appeal, it can't. There's something going on.
Are there 4 or 5 letters?
5.
China.
Yeah. China does have 5 letters.
Christy, you solved it.
That was today's answer.
Google 2022, the most searched people.
Okay.
Number 5, Carrie Lake.
Political figure.
Okay.
I was going to say I had no idea who that was.
Secret song. Arizona.
Oh,
Gotcha.
oh, is she the one that just...
TV personality running for office.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 4, Antonio Brown.
Oh, sure.
Number 3, Amber Heard, of course.
Oh, that was big.
Number 2, Will Smith.
I'm surprised
Obviously
Amber Heard
the
was
slap-
number 2.
She's in bed.
Yeah.
So had she deuced on Johnny Depp's bed? Was
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
She says it was the dog. Number 2, Will Smith.
I've never had an alleged deuce. They've all been pretty.
Yeah.
They're like 2% where you look and go, where'd it go?
That's called a ghost ship.
Ghost what?
Ship. You know, where the side it involves physics,
Oh, my
physics,
God.
momentum. It's a.
And the number 1 person searched on Google in
I'm
2022.
going to guess Zelensky?
Anybody else want to guess?
Queen Elizabeth.
Johnny Depp.
Oh, okay.
It's sad, really, that those two.
That's so bizarre.
Boy, Zelensky wasn't even in the top 5.
No.
But he was just named what was it? Time Person
Times
of the Year
Person
yesterday.
of the Year. That's right.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That makes sense.
Something with a little more gravitas than Johnny Depp.
Top songs trending that were Googled in 2022. Number 5, Harry Styles, As It Was.
What about Kate Bush?
Nope. Not
Oh,
in the
really?
top 5.
That's so shocking. Josh, I thought you had that because Stranger Things, she got so popular.
Yeah. Number 4, Unholy, Sam Smith and Kim Petras. Number 3, Jiggle Jiggle.
So these are all songs that are TikTok sounds or Instagram Reel sounds.
Yeah, that's just how it goes.
And
for
I think
both,
that's why people are looking them up.
Oh, really? Number 2, Surface Pressure by Encanto. And number 1, We Don't Talk About Bruno was the number 1 searched
That's
song.
everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a fun song.
And
I've still not heard it.
Interestingly enough, you've never heard that?
I haven't seen that movie.
It'll suck your will to live.
It's been overplayed.
Yes.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Your realm.
Who does the song?
I don't know.
Encanto.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
Oh, it's from
the movie Encanto.
Did
yeah.
Lin-Manuel Miranda do those?
I don't know.
His Moana work was awesome.
I think he did write
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know I forget who's singing. It's a woman singing it, right?
Okay.
Yes.
And how do we pronounce certain words? Number 5, Encanto. Number 4, how do you
say
pronounce?
Encanto, I say Encanto.
Okay, be careful.
Don't say the other one.
Don't do it.
Unless it's a porno Encanto.
That worked. That was great.
Very good.
Yeah.
How to pronounce Omicron?
Oh, all right.
Because you hear both O and Omicron.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I pronounced
Okay,
it
this
fake.
next one.
You son of a gun. You got to relax over there.
Okay.
Number 3, the number 3.
I don't get this. This makes no sense to me.
This makes no sense. How to pronounce, this was the number 3 searched word, how to pronounce in 2022 on Google, puzzle.
What?
P-U-Z-Z-L-E.
Who doesn't know how to pronounce
There
what?
must be. This must be some TikTok thing or
What happened?
I have no idea.
Where everybody went, are we saying it right?
What's the option?
I know.
Poosli.
Puzel? Puzzly? I don't know.
Well, that gets back to our song. You say Encanto, I say.
Tonight, can we please do it Poosley?
Number 2,
When Harry
Kiev.
Poosley, I'll got to get her a razor.
I think Harry Poosley, Dick Hitswater will be sitting in
Harry Poosley.
That's actually funny.
Puzzle. I wonder what's happening.
I don't know. Number 2 is how to pronounce Kiev. And number 1, how to pronounce, and we talk about this one all the time, Qatar, Qatar.
Makes
And
sense.
apparently
Yeah.
they're both considered okay.
Both are
And
correct,
is,
yeah.
is it Kiev or
Kiev?
What,
Kiev?
What have we decided there?
I heard that in Russian they say Kiev, but in Ukrainian it's pronounced Kiev, and so there was this whole
Gotcha.
progressive thing where we need to pronounce like they do in Ukraine.
I think that's
okay.
exactly correct.
All right.
Oh, so I'm supposed to say what?
Kiev, I believe.
Kiev.
Otherwise,
Okay.
you're a
Oh.
dirty Ruski.
And it is pronounced
Tommy
Ruski,
bastard.
not Rusky. Willie got that right, too.
Yes.
Thank you. I do have a technical question. I'm wondering if Google, when they made this list of most searched for stuff, if they eliminated anything that had the word porn in it.
Right.
Probably.
My thought would be that would be the most searched word.
Porn?
Something pornographic.
I would think.
Okay.
I'm just, I don't know. I haven't read the background on this. So just
maybe Pornhub will release the most. They do typically,
Yeah,
don't
don't
they?
they?
The most
Yeah.
searched stuff.
What does that mean?
So when you go to Pornhub, you can search.
Any type of porn.
Yeah.
Oh, so you type
Any
in a
subject
word.
matter. Yeah.
So
you could do like vintage. You could do like girl on girl. You could do whatever.
But could you do
Stepmom, you
random
weirdo.
objects?
All right,
Could you do
I'll
like
look that
could you
up.
do like pool cue?
I guess if you
absolutely
wanted.
could, and I bet you'll find something.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Tom, I don't think people are just going to Google porn. It's like when
Right.
Josh mentions an actress, I'll look up her, Jane Smith, see what she looks like.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
You just type it in, it's like big boobs, big butts, Family Guy wife naked, stuff like that.
Oh, you like a little Lois, do you?
Yeah, I like a cartoon.
Lewis.
Now the other what's the I got a Bing, the other search engine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the number one thing searched on there was the word Google.
Yeah.
I have 2021, but they don't have the Pornhub insights for 2022 out yet.
Oh, okay. Those will be.
Maybe next week, because it came out on December 14th of 2021. So maybe next week they'll release that for us.
By the way, they have a whole bunch of. I'm not making this up. There's a whole bunch of lists here. I'm looking at this Google Trends thing.
Listomania.
One of the number one searches was Powerball.
Oh, sure. There was a big.
yeah.
It was
Because of those big ones.
I thought you were going to say power bottoms.
No, that's the Pornhub one. That's on Pornhub. It's a little different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is kind of surprising. The top of the top searches in 2021 on Pornhub, the second one was romance.
Oh,
Isn't that kind of sweet?
Well, women look at porn too.
Yeah, can you believe it?
Are you looking at the Pornhub list right now?
From 2021, they don't have the new one out
This
yet.
is the most searched stuff?
Yes.
Does it get pretty depressing pretty quickly?
The number one I've never heard of in my entire life. It's HENTAI.
Hentai.
Yeah.
What's
It's
hentai?
anime porn.
Anime.
Really?
Yeah. It's like cartoons.
If the porn you're watching doesn't have enough tentacles in it, you can look up hentai.
Yikes.
Is that Japanese animation?
I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's big boobs, big eyes, big butts. It's fun.
Really?
It's exaggerated.
That's
Okay.
weird.
It's not for everyone.
Number 6 is
Hey, baby,
challenge.
I want you to be more like the woman in my cartoon. Can you bulge your eyes out and get a couple tentacles coming out of there?
Tom, number 6 is challenge.
Challenge?
Yeah.
Challenge? Was it like a contest?
That doesn't seem.
Searches grew by 255% in 2021. Apparently, it's
Is it to see how fast or how long you can
yes,
go? Okay.
exactly. Or yes, exactly.
Isn't that something?
Well, when we come back, we have something a little more romantic nature, I think. A message in a bottle coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Have you thought about your holiday gifts yet for all those clients and friends? I've got a great idea for you, a great solution, something that'll make everybody happy. The Cheese Store, NNY.com. And let's look at some of this great stuff. Look at this, The Cheese Store, owned and operated by 22 local dairy farmers in northern New York. It's The Cheese Store. There are no supply chain issues, so get those holiday gifts out there for all your clients and your friends.
Get great gifts for the family, co-workers, clients, and more at the Cheese Store, NNY.com. Order today and get free shipping on all orders over $89. The Cheese Store, NNY.com.
The best fudge comes from Uranus. Uranus, Missouri. That felt good. Tastes even better. Wow. That's right. Fudge from Uranus. I'm not fudging with you. We're literally in Uranus. That's the mayor of Uranus, and you can get your fudge out the back door at UranusGeneralStore.com.
Welcome to Uranus! Let's make Uranus great again.
Fudge, yeah. Fudge, 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 fudge. Fudge.
How are things going, Ron? You're out on tour. You got a lot of live shows happening.
Yeah, they keep showing up, and I can't believe it either.
We have. I noticed you've got your guitar out.
I do.
Give that a strum. I want to see if. Oh, that's nice.
I'd like to sing you a song that could probably change your life. But I don't have one. So I'll just sing this. She don't have a boyfriend, and she don't really care. She's always real happy. She's got a grin from ear to ear. And she don't need no alcohol to find her happy spot. She found that a long time ago, and buddy, she goes there a lot. Bean flicking her bean, knocking one out like a beauty queen. No time for love, 'cause it's too much work just to flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Go on, flick it, girl. Well, here she comes and there she goes, dancing around on her tippy toes. Have you ever seen a woman just smile like that after sitting at home and just rubbing that cat? It ain't old over when she gets back home. She'll be flicking that thing until the cows come home. Bean flicking, flicking her bean, knocking one out like a beauty queen. No time for love, cause it's too much work. Just a flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Flicky, 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 flick, flicky, 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 flicking the bean.
Lead the blind, and then, well, the Gulf War broke out, and so I went over there and I brought medicine to injured soldiers and rescued soldiers, and that was over. I came back to New York, and I was on Broadway for a while. I was in Riverdance. And of course, you had the tragedy with the Twin Towers, so I helped out there and started sniffing for bombs and things like that. And finally, I decided I'd had enough, and I was going to come down here to Florida to retire. Mm-hmm. The guy can't believe it. He walks back in the other room to the other guys. He goes, "What's the deal? Why are you selling that talking dog for $20?" The guy goes, "'Cause he's a big liar."
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I'm going in reverse. There's Tom Griswold. Willie Griswold over there.
Really throwing me off, man.
I know. It threw me off. Ace Cosby. There's Jeff Oskey.
Next weekend, baby.
That's right. Tom will tell the folks about what's happening next weekend, you and I. I being Josh Arnold. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Josh.
And Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Little counterclockwise action.
Thank you very much. I'll do this in reverse order also. Jeff Oskey will be opening for Mr. Josh Arnold.
That's right.
That'll be taking place at Comedy Off-Broadway, Lexington, Kentucky, next Friday through Sunday.
Yes.
You guys are doing a Sunday night show.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Okay,
Jeff, you told me it was co-headlining.
That was between us, Ace.
It essentially is, Ace. It's just the pay doesn't reflect that. Or the
order. You'll enjoy the show. It'll be a great time. Also, while I'm at it, that New Year's Eve thing, it's hard to believe New Year's Eve just around the corner. And Northwood, Iowa's the place. Willie G and Greg Hahn at the Diamond Joe Casino. That'll be fun. Great. Mr. Pat Godwin, he will be taking siege also in Louisville. Am I getting this right? No, you're in Lexington. Sorry, Pat. At Comedy Off-Broadway, December 29th through the 31st for some great live stand-up comedy.
So New Year's Eve is on the 31st this year.
Yeah, just put that down on your calendar so you don't miss it. New Year's Eve.
Well, I mean, Pat just sang a song about how Christmas is January 3rd, so I'm trying to pin all this down. December 31st, it'll be Wiley's in Dayton with the Pork Pistols, Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols.
All right.
He doesn't get together with the band too often. That'll be a great show coming up on New Year's Eve. So lots of other stuff, including Kostaki in Minneapolis at the Acme Comedy Club, and Al Jackson in Ann Arbor, Michigan at the Comedy Showcase on New Year's Eve.
Tom, do you and your lady kiss on New Year's Eve at midnight?
Here's what we do. We are typically in a time zone different than the Eastern time zone.
Right.
Therefore, we can con the kids into thinking that it's New Year's Eve at 10 o'clock, New Year's Eve at midnight.
Nice.
Yeah. So we get to bed early.
Okay. Why not go even further? Australia.
Answer the question. He asked if you kiss.
Of course.
Yeah, a little.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Little tongue?
Now, will you actually be on stage at midnight?
I'm not working this New Year's Eve. But I have done both. I've done it where I am on stage at midnight and do a fun countdown.
Pat, will you be still up there and do a little...
we typically stop like 10 minutes beforehand, and then the MC will get up there and handle the countdown. Maybe grab us up on stage.
Oh, I think it'd be better if you were
Do you
up
kiss each other on the lips?
We do, yes, we do.
I kissed Greg Warren one New Year's Eve, and
That does not surprise me.
he wasn't happy.
That doesn't surprise me either.
Probably the only kiss he'd gotten in quite a while, I'm guessing. Historically, it's been kind of light.
All is fair in love and war.
Time to move forward here. We have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. What have we missed, Christy?
A woman helping with post-hurricane cleanup efforts in Florida found a 20-year-old message in a bottle and discovers she had an unexpected connection to one of the letter's authors. According to Wink News...
It's W-I-N-K.
Yeah, but they call him Wink. Wink News?
Doesn't that take away some of the gravitas?
Hey, you can't even wink, can you?
You know, the lady on TV, well, looking at these presidential results, wink.
Look how he winks.
I can't wink. I have to.
Cannot wink.
I have to stop and focus and really...
we have the presidential results.
Oh.
See, that's how you do it.
Can you give her the wink?
Yeah.
Do you wink on a regular basis?
I winked at you before. Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
I like to wink.
Do you now?
Yeah.
She winks, I twitch. It's a fun process.
She winks, I twitch, and later on we both itch.
No.
Short little story for you.
Kathy Grace was helping clean up efforts in Fort Myers Beach following Hurricane Ian. She came across the bottle, opened the letter within, found it had been signed by siblings Roman, Lizia, and Zion Murrell on March 3rd, 2000.
In the United States?
She went, would you just... She sent a photo
kids'
of the
names
letter.
sound like they're in the periodic table. Hey, how's Xenon doing? Oh, he and Argon.
She sent a photo of the letter to her children, only to receive a surprising response from her son, Michael. Her son told her that he and Roman had gone to college together before working together at DHL. Leah Murrell, who is now 30, said it just proves the world isn't that big and that we are all connected. It doesn't say where the frickin' bottle was sent from.
Or what the message said.
No.
Come on, man.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This sounds to me like I said, the beginning of either a really cool murder mystery or a rom-com.
Yeah.
But you don't approve of the message in a bottle?
No, it's just garbage. Yeah, any other bottle on the beach would be considered garbage. You write 5 words on a piece of paper, shove it in there, and now it's someone's treasure.
I'm starting to see your side. It's not just garbage; it's garbage in garbage.
Yes,
garbage loaded with garbage.
No, that thing could have said, "Please send help. We're trapped on an island."
No.
Signed Gilligan.
Because the bottle,
Be an older bottle.
The bottle wasn't sent anywhere; it was buried on the beach.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
So a beach where this woman lives, and her brother is also. No wonder they know each other.
Well, Jesus,
How do you
Mary
know?
Joseph.
It could have been buried in the hurricane. These people could be from anywhere in the Caribbean.
Yeah, well.
I don't care.
Did you ever do that in grade school? We would do a thing where you took a helium balloon and you would look like a letter and send it off to see if anyone...
We did do that, yeah.
Did it work? Did you guys get any responses?
Somebody did, yeah. And it was like 2 states away.
Photograph of a dead bird with a...
Yeah, you knocked out our power with that balloon.
Choked to death on a dead... Okay. I just think it'd be fun for a nice rom. That'll be one of those Hallmark rom-coms. Don't you think?
Yeah, and hopefully that one will say what the message said, where the bottle actually came from.
Well, the bottle obviously was...
The interesting details.
Yeah. I don't know what the message said, but the bottle was buried on the beach at Fort Myers Beach back in 2000. So it didn't, like, float around from...
You're just obsessed with... You like messages in a bottle.
I do.
You do.
Messages in bottles, rather. So, yeah, you...
Did you ever send one across the lake in Michigan?
You never got it back.
Yeah.
Send more topsiders.
They'd wash up on shore 300 yards down at 5 Mile Creek. Hey, Mom, I found the message I heaved into Lake Michigan yesterday at 10 in the morning. Sorry.
All right. Speaking of old things, a full-size Tyrannosaurus Rex footprint was discovered in Alaska.
Really?
The dinosaur track found in the Aniakchak National Monument and Preserve. The park said, while we already knew dinosaurs roamed this land, this is the first evidence of T-Rex we have found.
Wow.
That cool?
Yeah, that is cool.
That footprint was neat. You could tell it was an older father dinosaur. Like right in the footprint, you could read the New Balance.
It's so cold up there. I mean, the poor little T-Rex, those little tiny arms couldn't even get a sweater on.
Isn't that sad?
Just a shame.
Shimmy there.
In other dinosaur news, new research suggests that the bulbous tail clubs on the huge armored dinosaur known as the Ankylosaurus may have been used to bash each other.
Cool. I thought we knew that.
I thought we knew that too. I don't.
No, this is I didn't give you the whole story.
Of course you didn't.
You can't handle the whole story.
It was previously believed the dinosaur's tail club was used primarily as a defense against predators. However, scientists examined available fossils and determined the damage to the dinosaur was caused by another Ankylosaurus's tail. They fought each other.
Oh, okay.
You know, there's the Ankylosaurus, and then Josh, there's a larger breed of.
Yes, that's the Cankylosaurus.
Famous.
There's the broken Ankylosaurus. It was always getting crossed over by Allen Iverson. Real shame to watch. I never knew this. I want to watch a dinosaur playing basketball so bad. That sounds like a really fun time for me.
I believe I'll have to look this up. There's a movie with Whoopi Goldberg and a T-Rex.
No.
And it may play basketball at one point. I don't remember.
It's okay. I'm going to be busy this whole weekend looking for it.
Is that Nonsense 3?
I mean, Sister Act? Please get your nun-based musicals.
Is it the TV show The Biased View? To me, this would be a great gig being one of these dinosaur guys because how can you dispute any of this stuff?
Yeah.
I mean,
they know.
They come up with all these theories, and this seems a little bit
But
weak.
you see the latest where they found DNA that's 2 million years old up in Iceland, and back in the day, back 2 million years ago, Iceland was a lush, beautiful place with animals roaming, and now it's cold.
So they've discovered that from the...
They found DNA way down in the ice. It was 2 million years old.
Wow. Larry King's, funny enough. Lived a long time, that Larry.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. Sorry, he's gone. I'm just saying, if you're one of these, what is the name of this field again? When you're
Paleontologist?
Is that what it is? I mean, you can't argue with half this stuff.
Yeah.
But the Ankylosaurus, that's the one that has all the armor on it. I know that.
Yep.
And they're all called Hillary.
What?
She had big ankles.
That's the Cankylosaurus.
I didn't know Hillary has big ankles.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
She's always teased for it.
She was always teased for it.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
that's why the pantsuit. You know,
Is that right?
Trying to hide the ankles.
You learn something new every day.
Now, coming up, we have a special treat. It's going to be news we failed to mention with Jeff Oskey.
That's right.
Has anybody seen him?
No.
He's getting ready in the other room.
Okay, good. Right now, I want to talk about our friends at Roman. Roman has rapidly become the digital health clinic for men. So, fellas, pay attention if you want maybe a better time in the bedroom. Pay attention to this because Roman has addressed a variety of sexual health needs for men, including the genuine medications FDA approved that help achieve and maintain you know what I'm talking about, okay? It's ED is the polite way of saying erectile dysfunction. And again, 40% of men experience this at a relatively young age. So you may want to get on board here and find out what I'm talking about by checking out Roman and their website. And we got a new place for you to land when you go there. First of all, just a real quick background on this. Roman offers a whole bunch of different stuff in this realm, including special discreet wipes that help you last 4 times longer in the sack. They've got special testosterone level testing kits. Also, as I mentioned, some of the famous pharmaceuticals in the realm of ED, and find out what's going on there by not having to hassle with going to a place and standing around and being embarrassed. No waiting room, no hassle, because it's all done digitally on your home computer or even on your phone. And if medication or testing is appropriate, Roman will send it directly to your door. You'll be hooked up online with a licensed medical professional. And they're famous at Roman, of course, for their free 2-day shipping. So learn more about what I'm talking about and achieve your personal sexual health goals by going to ro.co/BT show. That's ROCO BT show. But don't forget those little dots there. ro.co/BT show. 20% knocked off your entire first order. ro.co/BT show for 20% off. You've been thinking about it. Now's the time to act. See if you're a candidate for some of this stuff. When we come back, it'll be Mr. Oskay and news we failed to mention. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
I was born in a small town and live in a small town. Papa died in a small town. Oh, the small communities. And all my friends, it's a small town. My parents live in the same small town. My job is a small town. Provides a little opportunity. Educated in a small town. Taught to fear Jesus in a small town. Used to daydream in that small town. Another woman romantic. That's me. I seen it out in this small town. Had myself a bow in this small town. Married an LA doll and brought her to this small town. That small town is like me. No, I cannot forget from where it is that I come from. And I forget to people who love me. I can be myself here in this small town. People let me be just what I want to be. Nothing against a big town. Man, it's still hazy enough to say, look who's in the big town. But my bed is in a small town. Oh, that's good enough for me. I was born in a small town. And I can breathe in a small town. Probably die in a small town. Oh, that's probably where the bury me.
Wait a minute. You're telling me he's an elf, but he's tall?
Wait, and Mr. Hollywood Executive, my favorite show is Ted Lasso. How do you feel about that show?
Oh, man, you've got to say it. He's American, but he lives in Britain where they have different words for things. Emmys abound.
Okay. All right.
Emmy. Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
It's the most outrageous video ever because it features real girls. And not just any real girls, but real girls on video going, woo! Oh, yeah. Just the way you love them. Real girls on video going, woo! All kinds of real girls on video.
It's the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the music lab.
Hello, Josh.
Jeff Oskey over there with a special segment coming up.
That's right.
Ace Cosby's in the house.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Josh, I love you so much. I think you're very funny, even when you're not even trying.
Thank you. I'm Josh, and there's Tom.
That could be read the wrong way, Will.
I choose not to read it that way.
Oh, I didn't mean it.
I think he meant it very positively.
Not suggesting that just your very visage is humorous.
Well, it kind of is.
You think so?
You're adorable.
You have a good presence.
Well, thank you.
Oh,
very funny.
You're a sweet soul.
Thank you.
He is.
I just like when Josh has something to do, when he's got to go through an intro, when he does an ad read, for some reason there's this like little bit of joy in the back of his eye and inside his voice that I can hear, and I like it a lot.
I think I know the source of that, too.
Oh.
What?
It's Josh saying, this is so cool. I get to play radio.
Yeah, it is fun to play radio.
It is. Every morning I come in here and go, you've got to be kidding. They haven't figured out that I don't know how to do this yet. When are they gonna catch on? Someone's listening right now. I'm caught on. I'll tell you what. I caught on, you dumbass. I'd fire you in a minute. Let's see now. We had an interesting news story about dinosaurs. I as you know, I'm kind of I handle some of the editing here and so the selections of stories we do, and certainly there may be a
factor to
selecting what stories one does say something about a radio program.
Sure.
There are certain radio stations that very clearly, when the stories that they do, they're trying to get their agenda out there. But one of the things I really am interested in are dinosaurs. I just think it's really cool. So we had that really cool dinosaur story, 2 of them today, about the footprint just found in Alaska of a T-Rex. Come on, that's really cool. I mean, the Earth was so much different than there were T-Rexes way up there. And the other one was this Ankylosaurus. They now think that big ball they had, they used to bash each other, not just other critters.
Well, they're defending. Yeah, I would think that would have been.
Yeah, I mean it's sort of
obvious,
but it made the news. It's a new thing that this new theory about these dinosaurs.
Well, they didn't use it to play tennis with each other. They weren't.
No, they were
playing
playing pickleball. That hadn't been invented yet.
Yeah, but there is kind of a Mr. Obvious aspect to this. It's like, well, they've discovered these teeth were made for chewing. Okay, we get that. But now, Pat, you were telling me in the hallway there that you've got a dinosaur tribute.
I got something for you.
What do we
really?
need?
Uno, dos, 1, 2, Susie Quattro. You better stop messing in the lab after dark. Leave that DNA alone. Remember Jurassic Park, woolly mammoth. Everybody say, woolly mammoth. Come on now. Woolly mammoth, woolly mammoth, woolly mammoth. Tell us a story now, Pat. All right. Dilophosaurus ate Newman, but not Sam Neill. Sam Neill wasn't tasty, had no T-Rex appeal. Woolly mammoth. Come on, everybody now. Woolly mammoth. Woolly mammoth. Woolly mammoth. Woolly mammoth. All right.
I love getting the Susie Quattro in there.
It's just for you.
Very nice. Very
Our
nice,
love is alive, and so are the dinosaurs.
Sam, the Sham, and the...
Jeff, you're really learning your stuff over there, man. That audio cue is great.
Woo!
Sam, the Sham, and the Pharaohs.
Did Wooly Bully?
No.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
They did?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Right? Ace?
Yeah.
Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs.
The Pharaohs?
No.
Remember that scene in American Graffiti where the guy's going, if you want to be one of the Pharaohs. It's great stuff. It's time now for a weekly feature here on the program. I'll allow the artist himself to do the introduction.
Do you have my intro music there for me, Tommy?
That's a no.
Okay. We give you a lot of the news each week, but we don't give you all the news. So I'm here to give you the news that we failed to mention. Boo, 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 boo.
I mean, I can probably find some that might work.
Nope.
He says you have it.
Yeah, that's it.
You think this? How do you think Jeff feels when you play that?
Joke.
Okay, so sorry.
I like that.
That you like that?
David Rush set a new record for hanging up 5 shirts. What you failed to mention? See, I don't know why it takes you so damn long, he said to his wife. Huh? Okay. A 76-year-old woman was arrested for shutting off the ventilator of her hospital roommate for the second time after repeatedly being warned by nursing staff. What you failed to mention? Say what you want about the old bag, but she's no quitter. Huh? No? Okay. 80 gallons of bull semen were stolen from a farm's cold storage this past week. Well, you failed to mention, and I always felt bad for the farm kid who had to get up early and milk the cows. Oh, yeah.
As opposed to the semen jockey.
Sure. Yes, sir.
That's a gig.
They're saying flying cars by 2025. What you failed to mention, I can't wait for the first drunk driver to come down my chimney. A lady left 3 5-gallon buckets of liquid feces in front of a police station. What you failed to mention, odd bucket list. Okay. Hold on.
There you go.
Nope, didn't help it. Goblin mode was some dictionary's word of the year. What you failed to mention, in my old neighborhood, goblin mode runs you about $20.
Yeah.
They now have professional ice fighting. What you failed to mention, stupid. I say we can combine it with ice fishing. Then you got something. First one to catch a fish gets to start punching.
Okay.
A Chicago police officer was arrested after he was found peeing into an ice machine at a restaurant in Florida. What you failed to mention, I wonder if he used his one call to call into work. Yeah, Chief, I'm not going to be able to make it to work tomorrow or the next day. Okay. And finally, there's a new gravestone that has a QR code that visitors can scan with their phones that shows a little movie about the deceased. Well, you failed to mention, and for an extra $100K, you can get the Ken Burns package. Filmmaker Ken Burns produces a 30-second film about your life. For an extra $1 million, you can get the Scorsese package. Your loved one scans your QR code and it shows them a 1-minute movie of Martin Scorsese taking a leak on your headstone. Huh? All right, I'm Jeff Oskey, and this has been the news that we failed to mention.
Oh, the time. Here's Jeff Oskey with what you failed to mention.
Oh, now it's
There you go. Sorry.
I'll fix it in post.
Okay. Thank you very much, Jeffrey. Time now to determine what, in fact, is the Napa Big Deal of the Week. Right here.
All right.
I got a list of big stories,
Okay.
Some of which Jeffrey just covered. Now, in celebrity news, to me, this was the big story. They were selling Marilyn Monroe's wedding suit that she wore when she married Joe DiMaggio. We also heard the great story about Joe DiMaggio having a huge hog, according to none other than Pete Rose, who, of all things, saw it while on a USO tour in Vietnam. Apparently, Joltin' Joe had a lot to be jolting about.
Carried his own bat, did he?
Yeah. We learned that Axl Rose will stop throwing microphones into the audience at the end of the show.
Yeah.
You know, Axel, we appreciate it. In fact, will you start throwing your microphone into the audience at the beginning of the show?
That was Josh.
You mentioned this one. This is an absolute puzzler for me. The Oxford English Dictionary, which I will no longer use to validate anything, named the word of the year, it's actually 2 words, goblin mode. makes no sense. I've looked it up. There's about 40 different definitions of it.
I was happy to learn about it.
I've never heard anyone in the history of life use this.
We should ask Al about it next week. We forgot to ask him about it. I bet you he knows all about goblin mode.
Yeah, but what does it mean?
It's being lazy, being selfish. Middle of the night, you make a Hot Pocket and a frozen pizza and pizza rolls, the trio. You're getting weird.
What does that have to do with goblins?
That sounds like gremlin mode.
It's just you're not worried about what's going on around you. You're doing your own thing.
Okay, well, I don't think the word of the year should be a word no one's ever heard. Let's see. We learned that Mountain Home, Idaho is the home of our big winner for our pigskin pick'em competition, Gerald Rao. We also learned that the mountains are pretty far away from his mountain home, and then there's a lot of sagebrush and no trees. But it sounds like a beautiful place in Idaho. Let's see now. We found out that Josh has been watering a plant in his house for many weeks. It turns out to be a fake plant.
Yep. Yeah. As Willie pointed out, all I was really doing was growing mold.
What if you get sick? What if you get sick because
I could get
of
real
this?
sick. I could become very ill.
As much as no one would ever want me on a jury, if I were on this jury, I think I might be siding with the plaintiffs. TGI Fridays was part of a lawsuit because they were serving something called mozzarella sticks that contain no mozzarella. It's a different kind of cheese. I got to tell you, they need to rename those.
Why not just call it cheese sticks?
Yeah, why wouldn't you just call them cheese sticks?
Usually these are frivolous lawsuits, but that one kind of that kind of hits home for me. We had Christmas tree ornaments in the UK filled with bodily fluids.
Oh, that was disgusting.
Yeah, that really was.
Yeah, that's the go-to for all these phony artists. Well, put piss in it. That'll get publicity.
It worked.
They did it with a crucifix once.
Lovely people.
Some of these artists, it's so easy. It's so stupid. We have this one from the Mr. Obvious Institute. Bird songs were found to be more relaxing than the noises of heavy traffic.
Well, of course.
Never would have guessed.
Whoever wrote the grant for this, yes, I want him working for me.
Yeah.
That is some BS. The farthest axe throw. Now, there were two categories here. The farthest to throw an actual hatchet, axe-like thing.
You really do think this was a big deal.
Didn't he?
And then the farthest that a parent threw a spray can of axe away from their junior high school kid.
Have you ever been axe throwing, Tom?
No.
Oh,
You
we
should
can
take
you
your
to a-
kids.
Yeah,
You will
there's a
have so much fun.
There's a place you can go.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
We took our kids, and they loved. Although my oldest daughter, a little too good at it.
Oh,
like I've hit all the axes.
You got yourself a tiny little Borden over there?
Yeah. Are these like hatchets? Or are they,
a little bit bigger than a hat. Probably, I would say halfway between a hatchet and an axe.
Okay.
If we do this, let's do it on a Monday. I don't trust myself around you with an axe late in the week. I think it might get a little bit dangerous.
He wasn't going to include you.
Do they?
Don't make it real, Jeff. We're having fun. You don't have to make it real, Jeffrey.
Do they? This isn't for little kids, though, is it?
Yeah, I mean, an 11-year-old did it.
Okay.
I mean, I think there were younger
I don't think
kids
Hart
there.
needs to be throwing an axe at this point.
Do they have drinking at these things?
They do.
Yes.
I didn't let my kids drink. But yes, they do have drinking there.
Responsible of you.
Yeah.
That was very funny.
Well, so of those stories, which one do you think is the best? Anyone have a vote over here?
Maybe the pea Christmas tree.
You see how hesitant we all are to vote?
Yeah,
knowing
we know
that
it
you
doesn't
will
matter.
dictator the answer to this.
I found that Joe DiMaggio story so interesting.
Me too, Ace, but not as interesting as this one. A so-called influencer. Right away, I hate her. I'm an influencer, usually meaning they're getting paid under the table. She was fined for hitting a golf ball into the Grand Canyon.
All right, she's our winner.
I've seen her. She can do whatever she wants.
Yeah, really.
She's got a nice bouquet.
Yes.
I suggested that she be forced to go down on a donkey.
What?
Into the Grand Canyon.
Oh, jeez. You can't put a pause there.
My
and
goodness.
she heaved her golf club, and you can't. The Grand Canyon, have some respect.
Yeah.
I don't even like it when I see those people on these cruise ships. You've seen this, Pat. They're hitting golf balls into the ocean.
Yeah.
All the time.
Are those like biodegradable golf balls?
We did have people write in. Those are biodegradable golf balls, and they do dissolve in the ocean.
Yes, after 400 years.
Yes.
I don't want some beautiful whale washing up on shore, and they open it up, and it's got 3,000 Titleists in its guts. Okay, so I think we're going to go with that as our big deal of the week. Anyone want to help me here?
That's fine.
You know why it's a big deal?
Why is it a big deal?
Because it's from our friends at Napa.
That's right.
And
With
tell me
nearly 6,000 Napa Auto Parts stores and over 17,000 Napa Auto Care centers, Napa is the fuel that helps drivers like you get up and go. The Napa Big Deal of the Week.
Thank you very much, Napa. Another big deal is getting the right gift this holiday season, and I've mentioned this several times. I always send my brothers and a bunch of the folks that call into our show, I send them boxes of Omaha steaks. Now, when I say boxes, I got to make it clear. They come in this big foamy thing, so it's
a cooler.
Yeah, there you go. So they're not arriving warm. They're arriving crisp and frozen and ready to rock. Tell me more, Josh Arnold.
They are indeed arriving frozen, and they cook up so perfectly. The steak experts at Omaha Steaks have put together special gift packages that help you take the guesswork out of gift giving, and they'll turn you into a holiday hero, that's for sure. Go to omahasteaks.com. Take advantage of the 50% off site-wide sale they're having. Plus, when you use code BTS at checkout, you get an additional $40 off your order. Now, Jess was kind enough to cook up some of the Omaha Steaks goods for us yesterday, and boy, oh boy, did we have a terrific feast. Those jumbo franks. How about those bacon-wrapped pork chops? Are you kidding me? The flavor was just outstanding. You can add them to your own gift package when you create it at omahasteaks.com. Send an assortment of mouth-watering favorites to your friends and family. They've got the legendary Butcher's Cut filet mignon, air-chilled boneless chicken, ultra-juicy burgers, and even easy-to-prepare comfort meals that are ready in a flash. You pop them in the oven like that meat lover's lasagna, and after a while, they're ready to serve, and your family will thank you. Omaha Steaks is a gift from the heart, a gift that will be remembered with every unforgettable bite. Order with complete confidence today, knowing you're ordering the very best for the very best in your life. Visit omahasteaks.com. Right now, 50% off site-wide. Plus, when you use promo code BTS at checkout, you're going to get an extra $40 off your order. That's omahasteaks.com, code BTS at checkout. Minimum order may be required.
Thank you very much. Omaha Steaks, delish. And the perfect gift to send to someone, especially they live out of town. They're going to like that a lot more than one of those, what do you call it, fruitcakes?
Fruitcakes, that's what you call it.
Fruitcake, which is Latin, meaning doorstop. When we come back, it's time to learn you something. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Have you thought about your holiday gifts yet for all those clients and friends? I've got a great idea for you, a great solution, something that'll make everybody happy. The Cheese Store, NNY.com. And let's look at some of this great stuff. Look at this, The Cheese Store, owned and operated by 22 local dairy farmers in northern New York. It's The Cheese Store. There are no supply chain issues, so get those holiday gifts out there for all your clients and your friends.
Get great gifts for the family, co-workers, clients, and more at thecheesestore.nny.com. Order today and get free shipping on all orders over $89. thecheesestore.nny.com.
it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Hey there, Bob and Tom Show family. Become a VIP member today. Go to bobandtom.com/VIP. You'll be able to watch the live stream of the morning show at your convenience anytime you want. That's right. No commercials. You get to see what the gang is doing during a commercial break. Usually Tom doing something weird or Chick eye-rolling Tom. Plus, you're going to be able to download podcasts, our catalog, other audio bits without commercials. You can watch the show on your big TV at home if you have Apple TV or Roku. VIP members, oh, look at that. You can watch us in your living room or in bed. Don't be weird. Become a VIP today. Go to bobandtom.com.
Next season, with annual increases of $100,000. Also includes incentives. Brahm, a Louisville native, he went 36-34 in 6 seasons with the Boilermakers. He guided them to their first Big Ten West Division title before they fell to number 2 Michigan in the conference championship last week. That's a quick look at your sports headlines. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, hi, this is Tom. Coming up next week in the Bob and Tom Show, we'll hang out with great comedians including Jeff Oskey, Al Jackson, Reno Collier, Kostaki Economopoulos, and we'll hear a little bit of Haywood Banks.
5 hobos on a bench, bum, 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 bum.
That's next week on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
And now, from the Amish Brewing Company, Buttermilk Ice Light.
Ringer. Nice toss, Graber. Thank you, my friends. Women of the Old Testament.
Okay. Ruth or Mary Magdalene?
Ruth. Okay, how about this? Ruth or Eve? Eve.
Buttermilk Ice Light from the Amish Brewing Company. The hand-churned buttermilk is frozen, the curds removed, put in the back of a buggy and driven around town until thawed, then returned to the farm and slowly filtered through a hand-sewn patchwork quilt, then refrozen to create the unique taste of Buttermilk Ice Light.
Okay, plain black floor-length dress or red lacy see-through teddy? Plain black floor-length dress.
When you say buttermilk, you've said it all.
99 glasses of buttermilk on the wall.
Hold it. Fritz. Fritz, move over. Let me drive the buggy.
It's okay, Graber. I took his reins off.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the music room.
Hello, Josh.
Chef Oskey, how are you, buddy?
I'm well, thank you.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Great week, man. I don't know that you had a miss at all this week.
They're all primed.
I agree. Willie Griswold over there.
Good morning.
I'm Josh Arnold. There's Tom. Tom, fun holiday weekend planned this weekend?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, very, very busy. Lots to do.
Good.
I'm looking forward to it.
Lots to do.
I am tempted to see if Ace wants to do once again an encore of that great Ace Cosby joke of the day.
I mean, I say we have to just because I don't think we've ever had one joke told every day
for a week
of a week.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and it's just so stellar. This is once again on my Mount Rushmore, and I'm a purist. I limit my Mount Rushmore to 4.
Okay.
Okay. I hate that when you see them. Well, the greatest quarterbacks. My mountain, the guy says 6 guys.
No,
that's not right. Okay, I'm just saying. So it's limited to 4. This is one of them, the most recent edition. Ace, if you'd be kind enough.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Jeff, do you know where to weigh up high?
Where to weigh a pie?
Somewhere over the rainbow. Way up high.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the
my
day.
God, we did
referential.
That might have been the best one yet.
I was going to say the same.
And I've got to give an award to Jeff Oskey for the sincerity with which he went way up high. That was really as if he didn't know what was coming. It was
the only people who need an award for that are the constant listeners to the show.
Yes.
5 straight days.
Yeah, thank you so much for not Googling other podcasts or shows to listen to. Thank you for sticking in there with us.
Okay, fine. Stellar work today and all this week, by the way, Pat. Thank you very much for all those great songs. And now it's time to review a little bit of history.
Time now for a little bit of history. Reviewed by Tommy.
1965. Boy, it's hard to believe.
1965.
Charlie Brown's Christmas premiered on CBS.
Yeah.
It is so good.
Best.
I again, in my Mount Rushmore, the Grinch, the cartoon version of the Grinch, number 1. Then, of course, Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol is up there. And And then the Rudolph. You object to that?
No. No, those are all good.
Not ours.
Yeah.
Okay. Certainly the music from the Peanut special, certainly.
It's been a while since I've seen the Mr. Magoo, so I'll record it this weekend.
Okay. Good. Once again, Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol. I believe it's airing at 6 a.m. on a station called Freeform. Mm-hmm. Doesn't Freeform sound like it should be a porno channel?
Kinda, I guess.
What are they? They've given some of these channels. I mean, there was one called Versus for a while, but that's hostile. Terrible name. I think
still there.
No, it's still there. What a great name, huh? Let's see. On this date in 1967, the very drunk Jim Morrison arrested on stage at the New Haven Arena in Connecticut. Again, if I had a time machine, I'd go back in time and make the Doors a 5-piece band, get them a proper bass player. And the bass player would also be a drug and alcohol counselor.
Well, Jim did eventually stop drinking.
Yeah,
sure
did.
And breathing, sadly.
That was the end.
Very nice. Sorry, Willie. It was indeed the end, as Willie said. 1983, Scarface, starring Al Pacino. I watched that movie as kind of a comedy.
It's over the top.
Wasn't
it
it
really
the movie that had the most F-bombs in it for a long time?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Yeah.
There should have been picketing about the accent and the casting, but never mind. Let's see. That's boring. That's even worse. Let's just go to birthdays, shall we?
Birthdays. Born on this date, December 9th.
1608.
Oh, going way back.
John Milton.
Yes.
Oh, Milton the Monster?
He was Whittier, actually.
No, Milton Bradley. That's
he's
Milton
the board game.
Yeah, of course.
Baron.
Yeah, board game Baron.
Paradise Lost. I'm not sure what that was. 1916, the great Kirk Douglas.
Mm.
Didn't he live to
It was over 100, wasn't it?
Quite old, yeah.
He looked good for about 90 years.
You're right.
And
Well,
then
look
the
at Mike
last
Douglas.
10 just went
It just crumbled,
bad.
but yeah. But he was,
But he looked great. Seriously.
he was
like
probably he was in
90.
better shape at 88 than I'll ever be.
Oh, yeah.
90 years.
I mean, look at Mike Douglas. He's a hot guy for his age.
Michael
Douglas.
Douglas. yeah.
Michael.
Mike Douglas is a talk show host.
That's-
Was, yeah.
Is he gone?
Mike Douglas passed away, yeah. He was 60 Minutes.
All right.
His son, Chris.
That was Mike Wallace.
That
That's
was
Mike Wallace.
You are right.
Mike Douglas had a
Philadelphia
based
talk
in
show,
Philly
yeah.
or something.
Yes.
he was good.
Yeah.
The great Red Fox
Oh,
was born in this state in 1922.
be sure and wash your. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, he has famous yet obscure so-called party albums. Very blue stand-up comedy before it was a thing.
I read that he was buddies with Malcolm X when they were kids, and it's so funny that you can either become a revolutionary or a comedian. The guy on Sanford and Sons. Those are the two options.
And there was a thing where they were going to merge. They were to get together and do a TV show called Malcolm X in the Middle.
Didn't happen, though.
No, it's a shame. It would have been kind of funny. Let's see. Beau Bridges, the great, very fine actor. His brother is, of course, also a great actor.
Todd Bridges.
Academy Award winner.
Jeff Bridges.
And on that note, we'll just
Brooklyn
say,
Bridges.
Time
Time
to check
for
in. Okay.
Things we learned, sponsored by Pajamagram. Pajamagram, looking for a Christmas gift that's more alluring than lingerie? Honestly, you have to check out Naturally Nude Pajamas by Pajamagram. They're sensuous, soft, they look and feel amazing. Trust me on this, guys. Order Naturally Nude Pajamas today at pajamagram.com.
Christy was talking about these off
Love
the
'em.
air last week. They sent her a pair to try on. And we're doing a special pajama show coming up next Friday.
You'll get to see me in my jammies next Friday.
Yeah.
Pat Godwin was back today. We learned that his battery died while he was out getting medicine yesterday. Glad all is well now, Pat.
Thank you.
We also learned not to stick herbs up your lady parts. That's according to Jen Gunter.
Dr. Jen Gunter.
Yes, yeah.
That's a internet fad. Don't do it, ladies. You're doing just fine on your own.
Jeff Oskey does not care for messages in a bottle.
Not a fan.
Jen says they're pure garbage. Tom is asking that all airports institute louder horns when it comes to the transport carts.
Maybe you should just get a hearing aid.
Hey, cram it.
And this weekend we hope that you enjoy all of the holidays gifts, including Mr. Magoo's Christmas
Yes.
on a station.
Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol. It's an absolute classic, underrated. It's in my pantheon, if you will, of great Christmas movies. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.